Hello and welcome back to Let's Play D&D Huskies and Dragons, or Dragons and Dungeons, Huskies and Dungeons? It's something like that. Either way, there's people in dungeons and they may be veterans. With that, we are coming back from an extraordinarily long session last time, so sort of a lot to cover on that. But to give the context that none of the views here expressed by the individuals represent that of the University of Washington or the Office of Student Veteran Life, nor any other entity. They are the opinions solely of themselves. Our little disclaimer. Um, as of last week, or I guess the week prior, they had murdered the Rat Piper, essentially, or the Pied Ratter, whatever you really want to call him, who was suspiciously similar to Mickey Mouse, except for a lot more lethal. After a extraordinarily bloody battle and some charming and things flipping around, lots of buttons, finding some pants and some nunchucks and all kinds of crazy stuff, everyone was exhausted and notably nearly dead. Um, the team's kind of working around figuring out what's happening, but they have done a little bit of searching. Still tired, haven't healed yet, but they were able to level their experiences into the next realm. So as Mickey was kind of dying, he had uttered, "This isn't the last you've seen of me," and then expired upon his battle axe. The team tried to get the battle axe, but unfortunately, Mickey might be a little heavy, and that battle axe is a little embedded. So, with that and all of our players now existing and being alive, what is it that you all would like to do?
Okay, just to be clear, we're feeling good. We did rest, right? Like,
You're going to go rest, but don't worry. You're not going to get attacked by anything in the moments from here to there.
okay, Andrew wants to GTFO.
Yeah, is there any way we can ensure that Mickey does not come back? 'Cause I'm kind of nervous by his threat.
Can we like chop him up and like bury him?
You could.
I'm just gonna stand on his neck for a long time, or figuring out what to do. Just
Okay.
like a solid heal on the.
Oh.
I think we should just. I mean, I don't know how long that would take. I personally have never chopped up a large humanoid mouse.
Oh, I'm standing on his trachea right now, so I'm just.
We just take
nodding
his
like,
head
yeah.
as like a trophy.
Yeah.
So that the
All right.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Roll dexterity. See how well you
Oh,
slice it off.
Well, I guess
we're taking
I'm
the
out of
head?
way then.
Oh no.
So perhaps someone should help Endra in this endeavor.
Oh, I got it.
But guys, I got a stick. I don't have anything to cut with.
Oh, I have a long sword.
That's perfect.
Perfect for cutting. Let's see. Oh, well, that's just all the dice.
Just roll dex. Just dex.
Oh, sorry.
You damaged his neck, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack his head. Oh my god, where's Dex? Oh, it's the top one? Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
God.
this is a strong head.
All right. Aang is able
I'm
to
rolling.
literally.
No, I wasn't trying. That was just a test.
Well, too bad. As your foot is standing on it and you find these new lovely nunchucks, you start just kind of rapidly spinning them, and as it increases in speed, it's almost like a cyclone, or what you would know in the current days as a rotor blade. But to you, it just seems like, wow, that guy's spinning really quick. And you literally just carve it down and out, and the head, not a very big neck, mind you, just cleanly slices off very, very quickly. Your nunchucks aren't even covered in blood. It's splattered over the wall as it kind of exited. You now have hold of Mickey's head.
Sick.
Wow.
I'm just gonna stare at the nunchucks in like disbelief, like, huh?
Who wants to
Cool.
carry it? Because like Andrew would be willing to like tie it to her backpack.
You can strap it to my back. if you want.
Which back?
You do have two backs.
My horse back. The one that's meant for carrying. My horseback, probably. I don't want that near my human form.
Oh god.
Put in one of my saddlebags. I feel like I have a saddlebag or something.
Technically, you're a beast with two backs. Technically.
I do have two backs.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
What do you?
you feel free to carry Mickey's head. I think we should try to find our way out of here. I don't know how it's gonna happen. Is the tunnel still flooded?
No,
that we came through.
It was very quickly unflooded with the lapse and go of the spell. Is there any further investigation of the room that y'all want to do? You were kind of confined to this area, so I don't know if you want to do anything else. I'm just making sure before you head out.
Did we destroy Mickey's instrument?
You did not.
Yeah, what was he playing?
Can I
playing
investigate
a
it?
pan trombone. Yeah, roll investigation.
Okay. So it seemed to have some magical abilities. Oh.
Does anyone want to help Aurora with investigating? Her
Yeah.
horseback is a little tired. Much better.
Oh, wow.
Endra, she kind of goes over to the corpse of Mickey as it's lifeless and begins investigating kind of the vestiges of his body, figures out that the little instrument that he was using was sort of this interesting flute of a way that it sort of acted as a, lyre, but also had some extra bells and whistles to the sides. As you look at it, you can tell that it is magical somehow in nature, and you're not, none of you are particularly fluent in bargery, but it seems like it would be bardic in that way. You also notice in his pocket squares, because Horchata stole his pants, inside of the overalls there's a small note that you can see a little bit of writing on.
Can we read it?
Sure, do you want to grab it?
Yes.
Okay.
While you guys are doing that, I'm gonna keep trying to lift this axe because.
All right, do a strength check.
Yeah. Like strength, like on the very top, or like athletics, or like saving throw. Okay.
Unfortunately, you're unable to lift it. It seems like it may almost be permanently embedded in there, sort of like an Excalibur situation. Is anyone taking the pan trombone? It's a flute with trombone slides on each pipe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Just in case.
So.
At the very least, maybe we sell it as a little oddity.
Okay. So go ahead.
Oh. Well, after this, can I try to play it?
Sure.
Okay.
So as Endra pulls the note, she kind of, opens it and looks at it. There's just tons of scribbling all around. It seems very chaotic, slightly legible, kind of in that in-between. The ink is clearly kind of running. Someone who wrote this was relatively frantic or maybe even hysterical. And through it you see just multitudes of she, her, just everywhere in different sizes, writing, but it's the consistent thing. And in the middle, almost surrounded by all of these just encapsulated words, he or someone has written, she whispers to me at night, her voice so sweet the words of Laptik, of coming, of change. She will set me free, and then in big letters, she. And I could do that in a Mickey voice, but I'm going to save people that experience.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm just gonna look over Endra's shoulder and be like, "Is that a haiku?"
Endra's not particularly well versed in poetry, so she's just gonna kind of like turn that thing upside down, inside out, every which way. So she's not sure, but she's gonna let Horchata and Aurora know that she thinks this might be a reference to that we kept hearing so much about. Everyone was being really cryptic about. I don't really even know how to clue Angry on that without causing him to have an existential crisis. So Endra's gonna skip that. She's just gonna try to not look him in the eye while she explains this.
All right.
It is most definitely a haiku.
Aang is just staring at you intently, like until you meet his gaze.
Well, while Aang is staring, Aurora, roll for me performance. Let's see how you do on your pan trombone.
Okay. The nights get lonely in the seas. Oh, yes!
You play an extraordinarily beautiful rendition of essentially a salty
Green
sea
sleeves.
dog type of thing.
Mhm.
So dun 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 type of deal. No seemingly magical instance happens from it. You can tell that you don't particularly possess that level of skill when it comes to bardic magic, but you almost gain some vestige of it. You can feel the tug to utilize this instrument. And as you're playing it, you see about 10 rats just come scurrying through, and they jext out, like they just run. Seemingly this instrument has some power towards them. You're not sure what, but the rats just bolted. They got the hell out of there once you played.
Oh. Okay, so they didn't run at me. Well,
No, they
that's still
literally
probably
just-
startled. Okay, that probably still startled Aurora, so I just kind of suddenly stopped playing.
Okay.
And yeah, I think this is probably good to sell. I was thinking anyone could start playing it and have a magical influence like we saw from Mickey, but it looks like you have to possess a certain power.
Yes, a little bit.
Sick.
Let me try. I'm powerful.
Jesus.
Okay, I'm gonna hand it over to him.
All right, Ang.
Quick-
Roll performance.
Quick aside, have you guys heard the sea shanty version of Rockstar by Nickelback?
I have not. And I'm completely
Okay.
out of focus right now.
They released it. It is really good. It slaps.
Aang just blew as hard as he could into it. It wasn't trying to play it tune. It was just like pure
A loud
force.
goes, but nothing. No, you don't see any rats go bolting. If anything, you feel like you might have a little bit of a case of tinnitus from the reverberations in the cave.
This thing's awful. Here you go.
I'm gonna take it back and pocket it with my Mickey head.
All right, so
I have to play some music for.
having gathered Mickey's head, his
Boy.
instrument, discovering that nunchucks can evidently cut through bone and blood and everything else.
I don't think it's technically cutting. I think it's bludgeoning through.
Yeah, I don't know. Seemed like a sodomy. With that,
What?
What are y'all gonna do?
Seemed to-
Like a
Leave?
saw?
Okay.
So fast, rotor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not what that sounded like to me. That seemed like a sodomy, not seemed like a
Oh.
saw to me. That's what I heard, and I was like, "Excuse me, how's that relevant?"
No one sodomized the corpse. And that's a really crappy term, anyways, because sodomy doesn't really apply. It's bad. Either way, what do you all do at this point? You have a head, you have a trombone, you got some gifts and a lot of buttons.
Oh, we're going to go talk to your boyfriend.
You
Yeah.
have a lot of.
Fuck.
Endra's ready to rock and roll. She's got some ass kicking to do upstairs.
Okay.
Aurora just starts blushing when Aang's his boyfriend, but she's also angry.
Okay.
A little bit betrayed.
So
Yeah, probably just a tad bit. Lick my wounds. Oh, we also need to sleep.
I think we did.
We did?
yes, you have now rested. You're good to go.
Oh. I wanted to rest at the inn. Okay.
Well, don't worry, you can do that later.
Where'd we go?
You're moving.
Oh.
So you all utilize the key of that you found on Mickey's corpse after he was killed to enter this doorway with a very obvious chamber that seems to be potentially under a building somewhere or outside of it. You can tell that the latch here has not ever been locked in terms of the sewer grate, but the door was the stop point. So you can go up and go from there.
Yeah, up. We
Moving
want to
on
go up.
Okay. So as you go up, you exit into Lockpick. You're back in the town, the city, and just for all intents and purposes, where did that damn map go? Showed players. So once that decides to load, there we go. So as you come back out of it, you notice, strangely enough, you are almost immediately outside of the inn and bar that you had stayed at the night prior.
Well, that was convenient.
Interesting.
Convenient or suspicious?
A little too convenient. I'm gonna
Uh-oh.
barge into the inn. Oh.
Wait,
She's
wait,
gonna
wait, wait,
roll
wait.
her eyes.
Okay.
She saw this coming from a mile away. She's not surprised by any of William's nasty tricks at this point.
Okay,
Okay.
so Aurora, you're horsing in?
Yeah, I'll quickly glance at my party to see if I can pick up on any nonverbal cues of what they want to do.
You see
Uh,
you see Aang's anger starting to rise.
Andrew's gonna ask it. Can I see that head?
I was gonna grab the head.
Oh, I had plans for that.
We can all
We
grab
all
the
had
head.
plans through the head. Okay. Okay.
That would concern me.
Maybe we
We'll just
maybe
do a
we
little
all
huddle.
walk in and kind of like hoist it above our heads.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
like, you want the head? I want the head.
Actually, oh, Andrew's a lot shorter than both of you. I don't know. She can.
So we just chuck
We'll
it
make
into
it
the
work.
room. Oh, okay.
Okay.
We can put the head like on your horns or something as like a scare tactic.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay.
Wait, Andrew wants to really make a show of it.
Okay, Roy's gonna try to
Alright.
start.
We're outside. We're prepping this.
Okay, so you put the head
Yeah.
upon your head.
We wedge it onto
it's
the
wedged
horns.
in between
Yeah.
perfectly. Nothing could remove this.
Yes.
What do
You should sneak in and scare him.
yeah. Andrew's thrilled about this. She's glad that everyone else seems to be on board with how much we don't like William and want to mess with him. So, Andrew wants to go around back and try to sneak in.
I'm gonna try to find where the electricity links up to the.
What?
There's no electricity.
Electricity
Oh,
Think more like 600 AD style.
with magic.
I'm gonna find
That's
the
true.
candles.
what's electricity? Okay, I want to like put the candles out so it can be dark and
What time of day is it?
Midday.
Yeah.
It's bright.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, never mind.
So-
Scratch that idea.
I'm gonna look at Aurora. So, are you going in hot or am I going hot? Are we both going in hot?
Well, we should let.
Because you know I want to
Andrus
go in.
sneak
Because you know
Oh,
I want to go in hot. Like,
Oh, I know. I'm going in hot as well. But if we're, I
So-
think Andrew's being sneaky, and then
Yeah. Andrew thinks it could be cool if like you guys go in hot and like really tell William what's up and demand to know why he sent us into like an extremely dangerous situation. And then I can like sneak up in behind him and like tap him on the shoulder and like really get him good, you know? What do you guys think?
All right, so we're both going
Yeah,
in
that
hot.
works. Yes,
Okay.
Can I go in hotter?
if you want. Are you raging?
Okay, yeah, I'm going to go in hotter.
Okay, you do your thing.
Andrew's going around the back.
All right, I'm gonna.
Sneakily.
All right, we're walking in.
We're barging in.
Andrew's going around the
Barging in.
back.
Okay, so
We need to roll anything? Athletics?
No,
Oh, we're just barging in. It's a door.
you're just going.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So is it what's the order of barging?
Can we both
Uh,
go in at the same time, or is it?
Oh, you're a horse and I'm a half orc, so
I mean, you'll be kind of struggling to get through, but you both will be able to enter at the same time.
I'll let you go first.
Oh, I was gonna let you go first.
No, you go in first. You go ahead.
All right. As Aurora
Okay.
hoof kicks the door open and
Ooh, that's a good
enters
one.
immediately into the room,
Yep.
looking for William, he is very obviously not there. In fact, there is a different individual at the bar who you do not recognize. It's quite empty. It looks a little bit more depraved and decraven, like there's not as many customers. Somehow the furniture looks a little dustier and old. It doesn't seem quite as, spectacular as it was last time. Seems weird.
Interesting.
Well, Aang let Aurora go in first, so he doesn't know any of this, and now he's running in full rage and just going for the nearest table and throwing it as far as he can.
Yeah,
Oh
so
my God.
as Aang just runs in and throws the table after a centaur with a decapitated mouse humanoid head kicked the doors open.
No.
I have the head and I snuck
Oh,
around.
Okay. Regardless, a centaur just kicked the door open. The bar person that's there just kind of turns and looks frightened. He can't even speak because these two large individuals just barged into the establishment. He looks
I
frightened.
threw a table.
Yes, you did throw the table and it broke. It seems like it was very brittle wood. and well, there's no other customers in there, so you just scared the ever living shit out of the bartender.
Well, I'm gonna look at the bartender. I'm gonna be like, where the hell is William?
William?
Yes, the owner of this establishment. Where is he?
He's not here.
I'm just gonna growl and pull him like across the bar.
I'm gonna kind of look around to see if I see Endra and just kind of do a little.
Yeah, was I able to
That
sneak
guy.
in?
Yeah, no, but it's literally the only person in this building other than you three is the bartender.
Okay, am
Oh.
I able to perceive from, I assume, behind? That's what Andrew would do. She would want to creep up behind. Am I able to perceive that this is not William, or am I about to make a terrible mistake of scaring this
This looks
poor
nothing
person?
like William at all.
Okay.
It's kind of like a very skinny, scrawny, thin-looking individual, little hunched in the back from just living a life where he's been bent over most of the time, doing hard labor type of things, or just working on whatever was available. He looks like a manual laborist.
Okay.
And,
Oh, I'm doing one of those pull someone over the bar kind of deal. Like,
okay, well, you pull him over the bar. He is still scared as shit.
Andrew's creeping up behind, noticing that this is clearly not William. She's gonna stand upright, kind of shimmy that head out from betwixt her horns, and yell, "Who the hell are you?"
My name is Ed. Some call me Simple Ed.
sure thing, Ed. I know you wizards can change everything about the world.
I'm not a wizard.
That's what a wizard pretend not to be a wizard would say.
My cousin might know wizards. Do you want to talk to my cousin? He actually owns this place. He might know.
Yeah, who's your cousin? Andrew's gonna also come up next to him, I guess, at the bar and set the head right next to him.
He doesn't respond. He just stares directly at the decapitated head, which is still, it hasn't coagulated, so there's a little bit of blood coming out of it.
She's gonna demand once more to know who his cousin is.
My cousin is the Duke's Chamberlain. His name is Ed the Lesser, not to be confused with Simple Ed.
And you say that he owns this establishment?
Yes, he runs most of the city.
Who's William? And you're William, aren't you? I'm just pretending not to be.
No, I've always
That
been
is-
Simple Ed.
Most definitely not William. Aurora chimes in.
But what if it is?
Andrew's gonna
Do
continue
you have any
attempting to
spells?
intimidate him. Do you know anyone by the name of William?
I don't know any. I wasn't working the last week. We were shut down because of the rat issue. And,
We were just here yesterday.
I had the most amazing tomato sandwich of my life just last night, and you mean to tell me that this bar, this inn, has been shut down?
Did I die again? I'm looking around. Did I die again? It feels like I died again.
He looks confused
No way.
and stares back at the mouse's head.
Okay. Andrew's
Bit-
getting impatient. Stop looking at the head. The head has no answers for you. Do you even serve tomato sandwiches here?
I don't think so. We have bread.
Do you have barrels of alcohol?
Every now and then, but my cousin, he's been busy and hasn't sent a lot of things to us lately.
You have strawberries? I had the most delectable strawberries, even though they're not supposed to be in season this morning.
There's no strawberries in lot pick. They can't reach us here. We're too close to this sea.
Andrew's exasperated. She's gonna be like, Aurora, you can read thoughts or something, right?
I can. I
Had
have,
enough of this.
I have a
I
little
think Horchata
earworm.
can also do that.
Yeah, where is Horchata?
Horchata's
Wizard
Where's
man, what?
He's behind you guys, and he's just kind of
Wizard-
enjoying the
Oh.
show.
Wizard man, what's happening here?
Well, is Aurora doing it, or is...
Well, I have an earworm.
I'm just questioning him about just in general. Like, why is this place such a shithole? It used to be very nice.
He kind of just shrugs like, I don't know.
Did we die? All of us die?
I don't think so.
Endra's gonna trying to soothe Angry to the best of her abilities. She's not a very nurturing person. Is gonna say that she feels very much not dead.
You know, that's what I first felt too. But
So, as Aurora casts the detect thoughts, all you hear in your head, Aurora, is that's ahead. That's ahead. I need to talk to Ed. That's ahead. That's ahead. I need to talk to Ed. And you can tell that the person is extraordinarily scared, and they may have actually urinated themselves.
Okay, guys, I detected his thoughts, and there's not much. I think he's genuinely scared. He doesn't know William, nor is he William. I think we would probably be best talking to his cousin. And I'm very mad.
You can, I can take you to Ed. Not simple Ed, but Ed the lesser.
Endra doesn't want to be in Simple Ed's presence anymore. She's going to ask if she can tell us where we can find Ed the Lesser instead.
You would need to go to the castle, but they probably won't let you in if you don't have official business with them. But
we have official business.
I could ask if my cousin could come down because he owns this, and there's a head. There's a head. We should go talk to Ed.
Okay, Endra's gonna do a little parkour over the bar, and she's gonna put the head back in one of Aurora's saddlebags. She thinks it's really inhibiting their communication with Ed at this point.
Ed would agree with you that you are inhibiting communication. You can tell.
Sorry, just ignore those things that I keep posting.
Okay.
Anyways.
I'm gonna finally let go of him and realize that Aang now does not think that he's William anymore. He had his suspicions.
You notice his trousers are clearly watermarked.
Wait, do we have to bring Ed with us?
You don't have to do anything, but
I'm disgusted by him. Okay.
Yeah, Endra thinks that he's really gross, but like if it's gonna make it faster, she's gonna express this to the rest of the group. If it'll make it that much faster to get in touch with someone who can actually give us answers, like fine, whatever. Let's bring him.
Okay. Maybe Horchata can give Ed Mickey shorts since he soiled his other ones.
Horchata is not willing to do that.
Okay. Great.
So, as you all leave Take Me In Tonight, which looks more like Take Me Out Tonight, you travel up through the main street to Aang. It looks very familiar to one of his drunken escapades as you come to the town square. And
in my previous life.
And your previous life. As you continue going forward, you pass the Enter Sandman Inn, which does look quite nice. And you make your way all the way up to Castle Udek, the northern gate. And as you get there, the guards, there's quite a few. I'd say there's about 6 on either side of the ramparts, and you have multiple ones that are also based on the top portion. They yell for you to halt, and Simple Ed just keeps walking.
I'm gonna grab him.
We grab Simple Ed. We restrain Simple Ed.
Okay. So you restrain him, and he just kind of says, I need to see Ed. I need to see my cousin. And one of the guards comes forth. He looks like he may be somewhat in charge, maybe a non-commissioned officer of sorts. And he looks at Simple Ed and just says, we can get him, but who are these people? Why are they with you? They don't seem familiar.
Endra's gonna yank the head out of the saddlebag, hoist it above her little head, and say, we handled your rat problem, and we want to talk to somebody who's in charge immediately. She's gonna say it as intimidatingly as she can possibly manage.
All right.
Oh, uh-oh.
He looks at you very suspiciously and places his hand towards the hilt and says, why are you carrying a head around in the city?
It's a rat head.
I can see that. Why do you have a decapitated thing with you?
Because
You
you
notice
can
all
kill
the
it.
other guards begin placing their hands on their hilts as well.
Aang's gonna growl in intimidation.
Go for it.
Yeah, I don't know why y'all think we're the enemy since we have
I'm gonna try again.
Rat Head.
Okay, Endra's
When
gonna
y'all
take
had a rat problem.
She's gonna take another approach and
I
maybe
growl
try
in
to.
intimidation.
They all draw their swords.
Oh my god!
Come on.
At this
I'm-
point,
The 9.
Also
the 9 was
intimidating them?
no. The 9 was like a inspiration burn.
oh, don't burn your inspiration on that one.
Oh, come on.
It doesn't. Either way, this is what was going to happen. You're not going to be able to intimidate like 20 plus guards who are trained soldiers.
Try me.
I've seen trained soldiers. They're pretty easy to intimidate.
These ones aren't. They seem like they may be the cream of the crop. Perhaps the Duke's guard, since this is the Duke's castle. At that moment, you see someone who looks somewhat similar to Simple Ed, a little fatter, balding, and in very nice robes. As he comes out, just saying, "What's all this goddamn ruckus you assholes are making?" And he pushes aside the guards who, swords drawn, and he sees his cousin. And Simple Ed just immediately sprints over to him and says, "Cousin, help me!" And from there, he looks directly at you, who are still holding a decapitated head.
It is us who is bringing the ruckus.
Who
The-
do you
Okay.
think you are to come to the castle of the Duke? What business do you have here?
Endra's
Do you know
decided
William?
against intimidation. She's gonna. She wants to put on a show, a little bit more understated this time.
Okay.
And she's gonna explain. Just say, listen here. We earned this head, solving your city's horrific rat problem. We were commissioned to do so by the barkeep at your cousin Simple Ed's establishment just one night ago.
Hmm.
And we returned. He was completely gone. We demand answers.
My
Wait,
bar
no.
hasn't been open. It's been closed. We've been doing renovations. Simple Ed was simply doing inventory today, as he does.
Well, then
Do basic math.
Renovations.
you also have a wizard problem in addition to your rat problem.
Yeah.
Rat prop. You all, two of the guards, come with me. We're gonna go talk to the captain, and two of the guards flank behind you and pressure you forward into the castle.
Okay, Endra's gonna lower the head, but she's still carrying it.
Okay. Is anyone else gonna do? They're gonna go along. You guys gonna like try and drop some bows on them? What's the idea?
Well, I don't like
I
being
just
pressured.
go with them. Oh, Aurora's just gonna go with them. She thinks we're making progress.
Endra agrees that she's frustrated at not being taken seriously immediately, but
Okay.
she'll go on.
So as you continue to enter into the castle, you go off to the right of the main entrance, and over to a not really a shack, more of like an outcropped post building. And in there is a man who he has quite a few battle scars around his face. He he's wearing kind of a leather tunic. Looks like he may have some chainmail underneath it, and he has a very beautiful sword that's kind of just up on the desk, hanging out there. He's just writing away on notes and that kind of thing. As you all approach, Ed the Lesser just yells, "Captain, come here!" Captain juts up real quick, very shocked, and holsters the sword real quick and kind of scurries out. He stands about 7 feet tall. He's a large man, and he says, "What is it that you need, sir?" And as that occurs, he kind of puts his hand behind Endra and just shoves her forward and says, "What is this? What is this head? Rat problem? We have a rat problem?" And the captain...
He did have a rat problem.
Thank you.
Exactly. Exactly.
The captain says, "Yes, sir, we've had rats just ransacking the city. They came out, they took the buttons. We weren't able to get all the guards in there. It was just not feasible, and I don't know what that is. As he kind of big eyes at the head, he's never seen something like that. But
Endra's
that's
gonna
a-
say
it's-
not. She's gonna interrupt and say, "Not anymore, you don't," and hoist it once again above her head. Endra stands about 5 feet tall, so it's kind of like right in his face.
During this, I'm just dumping out all the buttons that we acquired. Just to really
Just littering all
emphasize
over.
that they no longer have a rat problem.
okay, so the captain says, "But I'm glad. Thank you. How did you know where to go? How did you find this creature? Where did you get all those buttons?"
The sewage.
The rats are attracted to them. They're great for trap bait.
Okay.
Okay.
So all of our tailors were missing their buttons, as well as most of the people. That was a big complaint. You couldn't close your shirts anymore. I've gone to a one-piece leather tunic, as you can see, but
Didn't just use string.
no, the string usually was eaten with the taking of the buttons. But how did you find this creature? Find all these buttons? Like I don't understand. Like I'm usually the one that handles hiring outside individuals. I have no idea who any of you are.
Do you know a William?
No,
Yeah.
I do not. Could you describe him? What did he look like?
Endra's gonna kind of look
Wizardy.
over her shoulder to Aurora, wait for her to describe William.
As Endra,
Perfect
the
oh.
captain's very keen. He sees Endra's glance up to
Mhm.
the centaur, and he looks at her and says, "So, I know everyone.
Yeah.
So, what did he look like? Perhaps he doesn't go by William."
Oh, he goes by William. He's about yay tall, probably up to my shoulder length. I don't know. Tall, slender stature,
He does
Long.
magic, if that helps.
luscious hair, has a way with drinks.
Okay, he's
Um,
kind of writing this down as you're going.
Dreamy eyes, one could describe as blue.
Okay. Is
While I'm saying this, Aurora's trying to convince herself that she's angry at William. She's kind of kidding.
okay, so
Lost in the description.
gay high, luscious hair, blue eyes,
Dreamy.
does magic,
I
dreamy.
kind of pipe in, make sure.
Um,
Mistrustful rat.
makes
was he a rat?
He was not a rat. He's the one that told us about the rat problem. He works at the inn. I was under the impression that he owned the inn.
That's what he told us. He's a filthy liar, apparently.
And
Yes,
what,
add liar to the description.
what color was his hair?
I don't know. Wait, blonde. I have no idea.
Okay, blonde. So blonde, yay high, blue eyes, dreamy.
Endra's gonna
Yes,
pipe
of
in that
course.
you should never trust an adult with blonde hair.
You really shouldn't.
They're very
Uh,
suspicious.
The guard kind of raises an eyebrow as he
It's
is
like 9% of the population.
full blonde.
Is it?
And he
Something
just
like that.
keeps on
Seems too
writing.
high.
90?
It's not
9.
Oh. Nine.
Oh.
That seems too high, but whatever.
So he continues kind of writing these things down, and he says, "Could you tell what race he was? Was he a dwarf? Was he an elf? Was he another?"
Oh, he was
centaur?"
most definitely elven.
Okay, so elven features.
He
so-
was very proud of being a half elf. He actually wouldn't shut up about it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he was just half.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Did you mention he's a damn dirty wizard too?
Damned dirty. Did he have wizard's robes like your friend?
He just did magic, which was
He
just
just
like
put
a
on,
negative trait of his.
he just put on a show. He was constantly trying to impress. It was shady, to say the
and-
least.
And was he dressed nicely? Like, did he dress like you, or did he dress more like
What are you trying to say?
Simple Ed? Or did he dress more like Ed the Lesser? And he's pointing to the differences between kind of class of very obvious, like general citizens versus kind of depraved versus nobles.
And he
No.
just looks like a barkeep, like a normal barkeep, but apparently dreamier.
Like a higher end barkeep, I chime in.
Okay, so he
Okay.
he
I've
says,
seen better.
Give me a moment, and he kind of starts tracing a few things, and you can see that he's doing some sketching, and all the while, Simple Ed has kind of gone off, but Ed the Lesser is still there, kind of checking out what's happening because he is the Duke's voice. He is the Chamberlain and advisor, and he's curious of who this person is who evidently charged you all with this task. As he's sitting there, he eventually turns it, and it looks like a near perfect rendition of what Aurora remembers William looking like. And everyone roll perception.
I also want to point out that at the side of his face, Ender is like so disgusted she throws up in her mouth a little bit.
Aang's like, so you do know him.
Well, so you all glance, and as you're looking at it, you all recognize this is most certainly William. This is the man that you met yesterday. And when he kind of turns it around and lets the Duke, or not the Duke, sorry, Ed the Lesser, the Chamberlain, see it, you are able to notice color drains from his face. And he immediately says, This seems like nothing. I need to go speak to the Duke about this rat thing. And he just goes off.
Can we stop him before he goes off?
Yeah, hold up.
Wait,
What was that about?
Wait.
Do you really want to try and stop the second highest powerful individual in their castle with guards literally on the rampant pointed at you?
I thought we were like inside a little.
No, you're outside of the
Space.
shack.
Okay, I thought we were in the shack. I was like about ready to block that door. Okay.
Probably not then. I'm gonna make note of that.
Yeah, Ender's distressed by that.
I'm gonna call after, like, we'll give you the head if you stay.
He is on a mission to get to speak with the Duke at this point, or seemingly the Duke, somebody who's important.
I'll look the lesser Ed, like, you want it? Like, just kind of like.
No, Ed the Lesser has gone, and Simple Ed went somewhere
Oh,
else
Simple Ed.
while you all were providing description to the captain.
Okay, Ender's
What's the
gonna
captain-
she's gonna say directly to the captain, what was all that about?
The captain kind of takes a peek around. He looks up at the men and says, "Come into my quarters. Perhaps we should speak."
Okay. Ender is willing to follow only if the rest of the crew does.
He was inviting all three of you, or four of you.
Okay.
Yes, we'll follow.
Let's
I'm gonna
go.
ask the captain if he needs that picture or if I can hold on to it
He hands over the sketching to Aurora, and
for inventory.
sure. So as you come in, he closes the door, latches it, and he says, "Let's go one more. There's voices and people here. I need to speak with you all." So he takes you into one of the more back rooms. It looks like it's just a little bit more off of the beaten path, surrounded by other portions of the building, so no one could be sticking an ear to it trying to listen. And he introduces himself formally. "I'm Captain Jerome. I'm captain of the guard. How do you know this person? This William, the sketch that I gave to your centaur companion. What happened?"
We'll keep it short
He
and sweet.
bamboozled us.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true. We were imprisoned by a lunatic, and after we finally escaped, we hiked all the way to your lovely rat-infested city,
Yes.
retired to what we now know to be Ed the Lesser's inn, and there we found William.
And William, you saw him, you interacted with him, he gave you this tasking to end the rat issue? Is that what I'm to understand?
Well, before that, he gave us the most delicious food and drink we've ever had, and one of the most restful sleeps of our lives, before coercing us into this task. Ender's gonna try to disguise the jingling of coins on her person. Shift a little nervously.
Okay, did he by chance state his name as William?
Yes.
Multiple times.
I have
Like
his
a lot.
signature. I'm gonna pull up the note with his
Ah.
signature.
There's no William Schmidt here, but the person you described suspiciously sounds like a new noble who has come into town. I have my concerns. He seemingly came out of nowhere. He's risen in rank more than
Did you s-
anyone. that
Did
I've
you
ever
say
seen.
noble?
Yes.
He did have an awful lot of gold for a barkeep.
Yes, I would also be suspicious of that. But this
Is
man,
he magic?
I couldn't tell you. All I know is that he's somehow
Do you want to
gained.
keep like a registry of this?
If you weren't able to tell, I can pretty much place anyone's face. That's why I was able to sketch this individual from your horrid description. Um,
Homeboy was also able to identify the sketch and went running
that's
away.
because the sketch was that good that it looked exactly like it.
Endra is gonna compliment the sketch. It was pretty nice.
So he says, I have my concerns, and I've intercepted a note from somebody that seemed to be of same concern, and he pulls this note out to, you shall all see it on your screen. So
Golgi.
I'll give you a second to read that.
Who's Golgi and who's Leverand? And why is this so familiar?
Are you asking me, the DM, or are you asking the captain?
Oh no, Captain. This is just
Golgi
Bolt
is
doing his thinking out
one of-
loud as he usually does.
Oh. He kind of just pays you no mind and awaits the others to finish their reading of the note.
Okay. When Andrew finishes up reading it, she's gonna say, "I know a Golgi, and if I were you, I'd trust him in any of his concerns."
This
Then
is
she's gonna ask-
Master Golgi, not from.
Oh, damn. Endra's embarrassed because she knows that her intelligence is very often in question.
So the captain then at that point says, "It seems I know everybody. Like, I know the town, I know the citizens, the nobles, I know all of my
Do you know me?
soldiers." No. And he goes back to discussing. He says, I have some concerns. There's been more soldiers that have somehow come onto our guard than I have seen before. Some of the faces I don't recognize, and that is not normal. And then this letter comes in of this noble who's in town, who's just, he has all these workers, all this money, seems to be just doing all these things, and I have concerns that, this person, Leverin, is talking to Golgi, who is almost as powerful as Ed the Lesser, our Chamberlain, but I have concerns because there's some collusion in the Duke's circle, and there's many people, so it's really hard to see what E could mean. We have an Edmund, we have an Eric, we have another one who's named Inesse. Like, we got a lot of E's in the Duke's circle. I don't know what.
I'm gonna point.
about.
She's Endra.
Perhaps it is you. I don't know. I doubt it. But
It's not you, right?
these things
No.
don't make sense. And this noble, again, he came out of nowhere. I have some significant concerns. I can't go and investigate. I'm very much watched in the same way that I watch others. I will be noticed if gone. Would you be able? Seem powerful, whatever this. He kind of looks at Endra and he's like, this creature is, pointing towards the head. If it was in control of stealing a city of our size's resources and causing havoc throughout our streets, I imagine he was a powerful adversary, and I don't know what to expect at this noble's house, but we need information. I'm worried about the Duke. And
Endra's what? Sorry. Endra's gonna say she's down to catch another bigger rat.
Yeah, shouldn't we? So what you're saying, we should just round up all people with the name starting with E, right?
I don't think you'll be able to get many of them because they have quite a few guards. Most of the folks in the inner circle are high nobles of prominent houses, save for this one who I don't know. I've not heard him referred to as William, but I imagine this is the person I've seen who's come into the castle before. and I do believe that you interacted with him. I don't know quite how, so I don't know if investigating his home would be of merit for you, but I've been having one of my soldiers keep an eye on it, and he typically is leaving at odd hours at the night. The workers seem to all leave around dusk, and then this noble, whomever he may be, tends to leave sometime around 9 bells and doesn't really arrive back until about 1 or 2 bells. And this happens every single evening. I'm not sure what.
Why don't we just grab him? Let's just grab him.
Where does he work during the day?
He's typically inside of the manor, supposedly. But we're not sure. The workers come in. They seem very large. They seem more like soldiers. I don't know what they're doing.
So what is it the nobles do here? If he's in his house all day and gone all night, how's he doing any work?
They govern, send messages, and they do other things. But I might have something that may help. And he gives 2 raps on the door, and a small, seemingly maybe teenage boy in a little bit of oversized, like kind of looks like night gear, comes in, and he speaks to him and says, "Page, go fetch me the blueprints that I had set aside." He scurries off and comes back in and lays out a...
I'm going to pause real quick. Do you just keep a little boy in your closet?
He was out at the station. No, he's my page,
Oh,
squire.
okay. I didn't know where that door led. I just assumed closet.
No. As he comes back, he presents this paper that looks like a rendition or architectural kind of layout of a home. Seems to be a cellar of sorts and some parts. And as the captain presents this to you, he says, So most of this building was already there, but these orange things are supposed permits that he's had to make alterations to the home. I have not had anyone who's gone in there. Again, it seems like there's people going in all the time, except for at night. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know what you'll find in there, and I'm unsure of all the other parts that may be pertinent to it. But what I do know is that this man is not from this city, and I fear that Master Golgi is right, that there may be a coup happening to the Duke, and it is my job to make sure that doesn't happen. So I'm not rich, I'm not a noble, but I can pay you all 500 gold each. I can try and ensure your entrance and exit to the castle is necessary to provide updates, and if you find anything substantive, I may be able to get to the ear of either the Chamberlain or maybe even the Duke himself.
Endra's willing to accept this job. She's also going to point out, I don't want to point fingers too early, but I do think that it's awfully convenient that we encountered this noble masquerading around with the pseudonym William at an establishment owned by a member of the Duke's closest circle whose name begins with E, who then scampered off in apparent distress when he realized that that's who we were talking about.
Let's say hypothetically we wanted to question this Mr. E who scampered off. How difficult would that be? Like in the dead of night, like in his bedroom,
probably as
like
difficult
with no one
as
else
it would
around.
be to do that to the Duke or the Duchess. He lives here in the castle with them. He is.
Well, you also had a
secondary
6-foot
leader.
rat living in your sewer, so I'm not too confident in your guys' guarding ability. No offense.
There's multiple guards posted outside of his room. There are multiple guards posted. Thank you. Inside, outside. It's a very well guarded. Like no one ever comes in or out of this castle. The rats never made it here. We killed them all as they attempted to come up the sewers, but we weren't able to establish that dominance in the other portions of the city. I think it would be very difficult. But I also hear you. But I'm not willing to bring a high crimes accusation without proof that...
You don't need like a high crimes accusation. You just need like a guard schedule with a lapse of like maybe 10 minutes and like some detailed maps.
I am the captain. I would never do that, even if there was the issue. I would bring it forward to the Duke, or if it is pertinent, the Duchess or the Chamberlain, but if you can find more information on this noble from whatever is happening in this manor with the workers coming in and out, perhaps I can bring that information forward and we can figure out something and protect the Duke, protect the kingdom. This is the seat of Sudna.
Okay,
Oh,
Endra's
shit, it
gonna
is?
roll her eyes. She doesn't. She doesn't like law abiders. But anyway, she's gonna say, "Look, this is personal. I couldn't possibly care less about what happens to your city or doesn't. It's none of my business. But I'll handle it. I take payment up front."
Yeah, I am also down just to get revenge and love a good house heist. So
Oh, I thought. Yeah. I'm always down for violence. Also, I may have died. Who can you point? Can you point me in the direction of like who knows stuff about that sort of stuff?
I would assume the temple, but most people that are dead stay such a way.
See, I didn't stay dead, and I feel like this is happening again. This isn't the first time we've done this, I don't think.
I've
I'm
never
gonna-
met a green man like you before.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm behind Aang, but I'm gonna kind of look at the captain and like mouth. He's a little crazy.
He is
A little confused.
It's at least the
Yeah.
second time this has happened. And maybe, like, I'm going to say no more than 5 times this has happened, but no less than 2.
As that continues, he turns and goes to the safe that is within there, kind of turns a dial a few different ways and opens it, and from it he gets some extraordinarily shiny, almost platinum style, and says, I have this on hand. It's just of equivalent value, just less. I know some people, they like to bathe in their bronze, but I have 50 platinum for you each. And he hands a
Sick.
stack of 50 platinum to each of you.
Cool.
Andrew
And
stuffs that in her bag.
Jesus. And as he rolls back up the blueprints, he puts the note kind of in between it, the one that was from Golgi, and he says, "You must not let anyone see these. I had to pull some strings because of my suspicions to get my hands on these blueprints, but do not let a guard see you with them. They will know that you're not an architect. We only have 3. You're not one of them. It'll be very obvious that you're stealing. And of course, you were not tasked with anything from me, but I will see you when you're able to come back."
Good thinking.
Okay.
Bulk swallows his. Or Aang swallows his.
All your platinum?
No, I thought you were talking about the map.
No, the blueprints was
It's like
given,
a big blueprint,
Yeah.
right?
It's quite tall.
And a note, right? Also,
Oh.
okay. As far as the note goes, I'm just gonna ask, like, do you have any scratch paper? Because I know a couple different languages I can just copy this information down in.
Sure. So he hands you the pad that he had drawn on and his little kind of leaded pencil.
Okay. Endra knows. Okay. What? She knows Sylvan, and I feel like it's pretty unlikely she's gonna encounter a lot of people who also speak that and can read it. She's gonna copy it down this information in her native language and hand him back the original note and his pad after
Okay.
ripping it off.
He says that will do. Again, his people tend to leave at dusk around 7 bells, and he tends to leave around 9 bells when it's very dark, coming in again around 2 antibells. He's gone for about 5 hours. I'm not sure where he goes. Every time we've tried to follow him, he poof. So maybe this magician thing that you're speaking of holds merit, but he's very slippery. Be careful.
Okay.
Just
Endra's ready to rock and roll.
Huh? Oh yeah, I lost it halfway through that
Okay.
whole spiel and couldn't find it.
Sad. Okay. So you all are able to leave from that point. He escorts you to the edge of the gate, and he says, "Thank you for your deeds." He sounds very official in this moment. When you have news on the tasking I have given you in terms of the rat issue, just let this man know. And he kind of pats the back of the original individual who had come up to you. Just let him know that you need to come speak to me, and they are to let you through. And he looks at the guy and kind of gives him a piercing gaze of like, you better not fuck this up. He looks nervous.
Aang is like confused, like, wait, we did, guys, we did that already, right? Like he's like whispering, like, we can pay twice?
What?
Technically.
Are we getting paid twice for doing one thing? Didn't we already do that?
The captain says, off with you to your next task, trying to get you out of the gates area, and then he retreats back in.
Ender's gonna shove both the blueprint and the head into separate. How many saddlebags you got? I don't think I want them
She
in the
has
same
enough.
I
one.
think just 2.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm gonna
So-
put them in separate ones so that they're both, like, not readily visible.
So it's early in the morning at this point. Might be like 9 bells. You guys seem to come out of the sewer nearly a day after having destroyed the mouse. You're able to make your way to the closest inn, which is close to where your operations will be happening. And it's Enter Sandman. Looks nice. It's bustling. You see quite a few of the guards kind of hanging out, getting a drink or two. It seems like it's because it's closest to the castle. It has quite a few of the higher echelon individuals who live in this kind of nicer part of town. And there's just standard barkeep. He has a little leather apron on. He's kind of just sitting there cleaning a glass, typical things. And you all enter. You smell fucking horrible. Everyone literally turns to you. You smell of sewage.
Wow.
And the barkeep sort of, his nose kind of stiffles up and, he sort of sneers at you. What can I do for you all?
Ender's gonna. I don't know how much things cost here, but she's gonna put down what she would know culturally to be not an excessive but an impressive amount of gold on his counter
Okay.
and ask for a room.
Oh, is there anything else I could do for? He's looking at it as you placed platinum down.
Sick.
He sees just even one platinum piece. You can see a little bit of salivation coming along his mouth. He says, "This will cover a room, a bath, and we have the best baths. We can get you food. We can get you beer. What else would you like to order?" He looks very much more keen to have your business.
Endra's.
Wait,
Go
so
ahead.
what's the plan? We're just gonna wait until we do our whole thing.
Yeah, I think we have to wait till he leaves.
We're gonna rest
Wait,
up.
why don't-
It's like
why
9 in
don't
the
we just-
morning, right?
Why don't
We
we just
literally
grab
smell
him?
like sewage.
Yeah, why don't we just
Well,
grab him?
It's about 12 bells until that happens, even when he leaves.
Okay.
So
So-
you
got time.
have some time, and you smell heavily of shit currently.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
much
I
everyone
think
can
that's-
smell you.
Okay.
Do you sell like alcohol to go?
We have wine in bottles.
How many? Like a lot?
We have a cellar. I would say there's at least 200 bottles in there currently.
Just give me like 4. 4 sounds good.
Okay. He scampers away real quick, and you see him kind of pum, 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 as he goes down into the cellar, and he comes back up with 4 very dusty bottles. He takes the cloth and rinses them off, and he says, "Our finest vintage, a platinum each." And he sort of
Okay, yeah. I don't need expensive stuff. I need
Oh.
like
I don't know if I can go back down there right now. I have to attend to the other customers. If you'd like
Ender's
to-
gonna
You-
pay
you-
for it. She'll foot the bill, and she'll ask for 2 bottles of her own.
He's like, "Oh yes, of course, ma'am." And he, again, right after saying he couldn't, he runs back down, grabs another 2, wipes them off, and says, "All right, that's a total of 7 platinum so far. What about you, my dear lady?" He looks up. He's not very tall, just kind of looking at you. You have blood on your head because you did attempt to put the head there at some point. And he's just kind of like,
No, that's me. I got
"No, you
Mickey
both-
blood
you
on
both
me.
did.
We probably have like a rat blood.
Well,
from
we're
the
all
whole
covered in
exchange.
blood. It doesn't
Covered
really.
in
Blood,
shit,
shit,
water.
gore.
It
Yeah,
looks
I'm
like a
definitely
bad
gonna
horror movie.
I'm definitely gonna put at least a platinum down. Probably platinum and like 10 gold. I'd like a decent sized room. Also decent sized tub. And I just kind of look at my horse body. And then if you could deliver a whiskey, preferably a bottle of whiskey, to my room in an hour. I have a broken heart to mend.
I can try and find some whiskey. Right now, we currently only have our bourbon. It ages better. But if you would like a whiskey, I can send out one of our men to find one for you and bring it to your room.
Do you have potato vodka?
Okay. Oh.
He looks at
Do you
you.
have
He's like,
alcohol from potatoes? Alcohol from potatoes?
No.
Potato alcohol. Do you have
No.
clear alcohol?
We use grain.
Do you
A
have
bourbon
clear
will do.
alcohol?
I'm just gonna talk over Aang.
Yes,
A
ma'am.
bourbon.
We will bring
Okay, thank you.
our finest bourbon to you.
Do you have
Alright.
clear alcohol?
I have a gin.
Okay, is it clear?
Yes, it's infused
Okay.
with lavender from the fields, and
I
it's
don't care. Do you take this wine back? I'm not gonna buy it. Neither is she.
Endra will take the 4 bottles. She has 6 bottles of wine in her possession now.
Okay, never mind. She'll have that. So just keep it up here and just give me the clear.
Okay.
Clear bottle.
We'll have gin delivered to your. Are you paying
No.
for him as well?
No, I'll pay for it. Can I just have it right now?
We will bring it to your room.
Where is it?
Your room?
No, I don't want a room.
Endra's gonna pointedly suggest to Aang, like, you should definitely get a room. You should at least
He's
take a
gonna give us
bath.
away.
We only sell to our compatriots. I assume you
Okay,
were
fine.
staying as your friends were.
So I'm done with this whole inn experience. The last time there was a wizard who tricked me, and I think I had a good time and a lot of alcohol and killing some rats. So now I'm over this whole inn thing because I don't trust them anymore. I'm gonna sleep in the woods. I'll be back in 10 hours.
We are the finest establishment in this city. Not a single rat has ever stepped foot in here, and I don't know
trust
where
inns.
you
I'm
have
leaving.
been. Perhaps it was it's dust. It's just a bed. That place, rats. So many rats. I've heard their rats sometimes attack, and they even have large bugs. But us here, no. Finest establishment.
Okay. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna sleep in the woods. That's just better for me. And I'll be back in 10 hours.
So you want to go all the way outside the city to the woods? Would you at
Yeah,
least
it's
want to
only
try the hoof and hay, or the
Nah.
neighborhood
No, it's not that
stable?
far.
No? Okay.
It's like I'll find a drink on the way. It'll go
Endra's
Alright,
quicker
gonna
that way.
well-
shake her head at this. She's gonna say no potatoes. That's what I heard. Do you have tomatoes?
Yes, we do have tomatoes. We grow them on the vine ourselves, and we have a gardener who does it all. It's very
Okay,
delicious,
Endra's
very
heard
nice.
enough. She doesn't need you to brag about the tomatoes. She just wants like 6 of them. 1 tomato per bottle of wine.
Oh, yes, of course. We will bring that directly up to your room as soon as we have established your lodging. So you will be room number 1. He hands the key over to Endra, and he turns to the horse. You will need to be on our base floor, but we do have a room. We've had giants, so it's at the end of the hallway, and it has an expansion, and there's a very large shower in there. There's even a tub that you could fit into if you would like. Again, we've had a 20-foot giant do it. So you're room 13. And he looks to the small guy and he says, "And for you, Master Wizard? Yeah, I'll take whichever." And he puts a platinum up on there and gets the key for room number 2 next to Endra's.
How big is Horchata?
Not very big.
Is it?
Okay.
No.
Okay. I always
He said-
assumed he was like a normal human-sized human.
A little bit shorter than a human, but not as small as a dwarf or a gnome. He's kind of like maybe 5 feet.
Okay, he's like Endra's size. Okay, that's kind of what I assumed. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But he's very obviously a wizard. His eyes literally look like flame.
sick.
So, like, it's
Right.
very clear.
Well,
Okay.
Aang is on his way out Archer's Gate.
Well,
Hopefully.
you already left? Wait, I was gonna
Oh
tell
yeah,
you.
I was. Oh wait, what were you saying?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, well, okay. When he's like shuffling out, I'm gonna be like, Aang, you better be here back at 12 bells.
Yeah.
Showered,
10 hours from now.
clean.
12 bells is
Not
3
smelly.
hours from now.
Okay.
Why is
It's
it
9
12
bells
bells?
currently.
Yeah,
thought we were
he's gonna
meeting 10
7
hours.
Are we just taking a power nap?
7 in the evening is when he's coming back.
You're doing whatever
Okay.
you need to do prior to going into this lovely mission.
I have a broken heart to mend. Takes longer than 3 hours.
Well, you have about 10.
Okay.
I'm just gonna nudge
I'll
Roar.
be
Be
back
like,
in
nothing
9
mends a
hours.
heart, and nothing mends a broken heart like vengeance. Anyway,
That's true. We're gonna
Okay.
break into his house. Okay, so 9 bells. Be here.
Yeah, I'll be back in 9 hours.
All right.
Okay.
Showered. Somehow.
So you all go to your rooms. All of your things are delivered. Your drinks, your tomatoes. You all are able to take showers, and it is wonderful. Doesn't quite reach that level of whatever was happening in the prior inn, literal magic. But it's good. You can tell this is earnest work. This is very nice establishment. No rat droppings anywhere. And constantly this kind of, what seemed like a little uppish asshole is checking on you frequently, seeing if you need anything else, if you need more tomatoes, more wine, more bourbon, anything, and just continually, doing as much of a service as possible. As the day goes forward, you all feel very well rested, so if you haven't taken the long rest, please do so to replenish your spell slots or any health that you didn't have replenished already, key points, all that stuff. And you are left with a few hours of time to perhaps peruse. You might be able to go to a store, get some stuff, or just hang out, drink, do whatever you want.
all right. Ender wants to, after resting up and showering, she wants to go downstairs and, like, what's this inn look like? Like, is there like a corner seat I can take where I can
There's a
look
few different
over?
corners that are towards like the hearth area of the inn. You can tell that it's not as frequently sat in. It's a little bit warmer than some would like, but it's where the main warmth of the building comes from, so it's not populated for the most part.
Okay, Ender's gonna take a seat by herself where she can observe the patrons of the inn, and she's gonna drink
Okay.
her wine straight from the bottle.
Okay.
She's chilling, observing.
Gotcha. It just seems like it's a lot of lesser nobles, some guards in and out, a few rambunctious youths who are likely children of some of the nobles. It seems like a pretty pretentious crowd, and they mainly keep to themselves, or at least their little circles of those that they know. Nothing of significance particularly happens whilst you're watching.
She's trying to listen in. Does she hear anything interesting?
Roll perception.
Yeah. Oh, where's my mouse? Oh.
You're able to hear a few hymns and haws across the tables. A lot of clanking and clacking. People talking about, all these rats that were showing up, and it seems like the rats are not so present today. Someone was able to finally get a button sewn on to their tunic, and it stayed overnight. A shock. All the nobles were extraordinary, like, what? Evidently, it's been quite a while since buttons didn't vanish. You kind of hear a few things here and there, just, the guards are kind of being a little bit more brutish than usual. You're having some difficulty with establishing some shops, and just, the him and ha of nobles who have money to do things, and just kind of, woe is me. Very first world, probably.
Great. I'm just gonna chill and do that for like a while, for like till it's time for us to meet up.
Okay. It's currently 5 bells, so got about 2 bells left.
May I go to the bakery? Hot Buns Bakery?
Sure. You go there after you're very drunk at this point.
Oh.
You're probably drinking most of the bourbon.
Yeah,
But,
sounds about right.
You're a horse, so you are able to kind of keep up and keep going. You have a very high tolerance. You make it over to Hot Cross Buns. Hi, welcome to Hot Cross Buns. What can I get you?
Hi. I'll take the biggest item on your menu.
Oh, we have an amazing. He looks like he begins salivating. Cinnamon roll. It's huge. It's as big as a gnome. And he's like, this guy's like a larger gnome, but still kind of on the small side. If you remember Jabbo, he's like twice the size of him, which is still not that tall. He's like, it's amazing. It's delicious. We use fresh cream and we have the best sugar. It's great.
Could it feed a horse? And then I'm just gonna kind of chuckle at my own joke, and I'm still drunk.
He's like, probably. It's a lot of sugar.
I'll take it.
He just kind of clicks his fingers, and you see something from the back room just kind of come up on a platter and then drop in front of you, and it is a massive cinnamon roll. I mean, this thing is huge. A horse might not be able to finish this. It looks like it may weigh about 20 pounds. And it says, this is our best thing. Usually they have it for parties. They cost 1 platinum.
And it was a magical platter that kind of came down.
I am magical. I am a gnome. But you can take the platter. It comes with it.
Oh, really? I had a bad experience with magical people, and then I just kind of drunkenly talk about my whole experience of going into the rat sewage and falling in love with an elf and not ending well, and
the entire time he's just wide-eyed and nodding. You see at some point the left eye begins to kind of do a twitch, and he says, "I'm so sorry for your trouble. Would you like the cinnamon roll?"
Yeah, I'm hunched over, just eating the cinnamon roll and talking.
He's kind of disgusted because, like, it's just you're going at it. You're taking that cinnamon roll down. He didn't think you'd be able to finish it. Somehow you do.
Oh, no. Wait, no, I don't want to finish it.
Oh, okay.
So I eat like 3/4. Yeah, I have a plan for the rest.
He still didn't think you'd be able to even do that. When he said it could literally feed a horse, he was over-exaggerating, but evidently not. And he's like, I need to close. I can have another one for you tomorrow. They take about 12 hours to bake.
Well, I have a adventurous night tonight. Depending on how that goes, I will be back for another one of these. Here's a platinum.
Oh, thank you.
Fuck it. Here's another platinum for your troubles. And would you mind wrapping up the rest of the cinnamon roll to go?
Yes, of course. He does 2 clicks, and you see some kind of wax paper come out and just go in, wrap it, and it puts a nice little sticker stamp on it. You're not sure how he made a sticker, but he sure as shit did. And he hands it over to you and says, "This should keep it good for at least the next few days."
Well, thank you. This was a fine experience, and I will tell all my friends about it.
Thank
and then I just kind of drunkenly wobble out.
Thank you. He immediately shuts the door and locks it. You see the blinds come down, and you just hear a yes.
Quick aside, I went to a breakfast diner the other day, and they had a cinnamon roll on their menu for $5, and I was like, that's outrageous. That's insane. And then as I was leaving, I saw them in the case, and they were like bigger than a human head. So pretty good deal.
I will be back.
That kind of shit does happen. Okay. So you've gone to your thing. Endra's staring at people while she drinks. Horchata just kind of moseys the way out and sees Endra and just takes a seat next to her and pulled something out of his coat and started drinking. Evidently, he has a flask. He doesn't say a word to her. He's just watching as well. Aang, what do you do? It's 6 bells.
Oh, well, Aang was on his way out to the wilderness. He stopped drinking baubles to see if they had any clear alcohol, or alcohol in general.
We have trinkets, and we have baubles. Alcohol is not a trinket, nor is it a bauble.
Do you have bottles full of alcohol?
I have empty bottles.
Yeah,
I have bottle caps.
Never mind. Okay. He's gonna go to the stable and see if there's a drunk stable boy anywhere.
You notice that everyone looks extraordinarily sober.
Fine. He goes to the wilderness and finds a stream, and he bathes in it.
Okay. You bathe in the stream, and you don't smell like poo anymore.
He finds a game trail, and he sets up his bear trap, and he sits and waits.
Okay. The game trail seems to be remarkably just barren. In fact, you notice it sounds oddly quiet for being out in the wilderness in comparison to what you and your typical hunting abilities have seen. Unfortunately, nothing enters your trap during that time.
He takes a nap in the wilderness.
nothing happens. It's unpleasantly quiet.
That's all he does.
Are you
When
gonna head back in?
Horchata. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What?
Are you gonna head back into the town because you have about a bell?
Yeah, at 9. Yeah, when I hear like 9 bells, like, okay, I can time to come back.
Wait, when you hear 9.
Okay, when I hear 8.5 bells.
I thought
Okay.
you guys were meeting at 7 bells.
Wait, what
I
time?
did too.
Whatever. When I hear 6.5 bells,
Okay.
I come running back.
When Horchata sits down next to Endra, she's gonna ask if he wants to play a quick round of Dragon Chess. It has to be speedy, because we're low on time.
He gives a nod and takes another swig of it, and assumingly places some of the money forward in terms of he's a betting man, so he bets you a platinum that he'll beat you.
Endra takes that bet and doubles it.
There.
And we
Throws
play.
down another platinum. Okay. Roll intelligence.
Oh no. Okay, I am like actually good at this as like part of my character sheet. I don't have to be smart to be good at Dragon Chess. Where is it? Like, okay, there it is.
So as you two battle, Horchata thinks he has the upper hand, but unfortunately, right at the end, you're able to switcheroo a position or two with your sleight of hand, and he loses. He looks a little confused, but seemingly not caring enough. He's been fiddling around with his pants, the ones that he stole from Mickey. And you keep seeing him shove things into his pants, but they're not getting any bigger. Like, he's literally just taking random things and putting them into his pants.
Okay. But I beat him and I won 2 platinum, right?
You sure did.
Okay.
And again, you see him grab like something off of the table, like a book, and he puts it in his pants, and no noticeable differentiation in terms of what is in his persons. You're impressed. These pants seem quite magical.
Endra is going to suggest to him that maybe once we meet up with Aurora, he should take the blueprint and see if it fits in the pants.
Yes, he agrees. He thinks that would be an interesting experiment. 6.5
Great.
bells ring. Aurora stumbles back into the bar, seeming to almost be in a diabetic coma, and is able to place her cinnamon roll into her room and make her way back out to where you all are, and you just hear a lot of stumbling around as Aang somehow had found, no one knows where, he found alcohol and drank. Again, no one knows where. It's a dry day. Only the inns have alcohol, but he somehow got
Aang
it.
doesn't know where he found alcohol either.
Exactly. It's TBI.
Did I find it in one of those like I promise is a thing. People used to hide their alcohol in old stumps,
Yes.
like in rural areas. They would
Yep.
hide their alcohol like in
Or
stumps.
moonshine.
Yeah, did I find an alcohol
You
stump?
were kicking things around, and you found a whole horde of just black market gin.
Perfect.
And you're very drunk. It was almost moonshine.
I have my cinnamon roll with me. I did not put it in my room.
Okay. You're taking that
Because
with
I-
you?
Well, I want to tell everybody. Well, I don't know what y'all were doing, but I
The
had a
wilderness
wonderful.
gave me its bounty.
Yes, I'm glad you found it back to us. I went to the Hot
Give me
Buns
some.
Bakery
Oh, how
and
was
got
that?
a wonderful cinnamon roll that I want to share with y'all. So I'm gonna.
I found stump alcohol.
Endra has a sweet tooth, and if Aurora's offering to share, she'll take at least a couple bites of that beefy cinnamon roll.
That's pretty beefy.
All right.
I'm gonna share the
as
cinnamon roll.
Endra and Horchata partake in the cinnamon. Are you eating a cinnamon roll right now?
No,
Oh.
eating like vegan mac and cheese.
Oh, much worse. You all become extraordinarily full very quickly. You're not sure how this little tiny, because it's a skinny centaur of all means, ate 3/4 of this thing, because you two can barely handle a few bites. Albeit you're all quite smaller than her.
Aurora, you want some stump alcohol?
What? You snuck some back? Sure.
I didn't sneak it. I mean,
We're
I
about
just
to
kinda
have a
brought it.
party at my ex's house. Getting ready.
Horchata's still just fiddling around with things in his pockets and his pants, and he says, I can try the blueprint. I think these pants are infinite.
Ooh.
Andra, stump alcohol?
No thanks. I think I need to be on my toes, and then she's gonna hooves.
They're missing out on. You never turned down stump alcohol. That's
I want to just
well,
start stuffing things into Horchata's shorts. Sorry.
It seemingly everything just vanishes as it goes in there, and again,
Huh.
he's not encumbered by it at all, and his pants don't even shift in terms of like content.
I'm gonna put 2 bottles of stump alcohol in there.
They go in.
Just to be clear, he is able to like withdraw things from the shorts, right? He can find things in there.
When he puts his hand in, his whole hand goes into the pants, and you can see him like he is going around. He doesn't quite know what the entanglement of this thing is, but seemingly it seems if he's been stuffing things in it all day. Like
They can't pull it out.
no, he can find things. It's just it takes
Oh,
him a
okay.
minute because
Okay.
he knows he experimented early that if he pulls out the pocket, everything will just go spilling. So when he accidentally spewed 3,000 buttons across the floor because there was 3,000 buttons in the pants, he went and put the pocket back in and then started depositing and running some of his experimentation.
We never got those buttons from the city.
Well,
Castle.
Horchata is in quite a few. You definitely dumped quite a few buttons in front of them. I'm assuming the guard probably picked them up and distributed them to his men since they're all short of buttons.
Ender still has hundreds of
true.
buttons.
Okay, 8 bells.
All right, so we gotta wait 8 bells. That was
Yeah.
6.5.
That's when you would coming in. You've been drinking and eating and stump alcoholing, shoving things in Horchata's pants.
I think we at least need to be at the house by 9. 9 is when he leaves.
Yeah,
Once
I
he
think
leaves-
we should kind of do some reconnaissance.
So why don't we just grab him?
Because he's magical.
Slippery.
Because yeah. You
You
already
are-
know it's a mess.
I'm the opposite.
screwed-
I'm the opposite of slippery, so I can definitely grab him.
I don't think we want him to know that we're on to him.
Yeah,
I
if
think
we-
it would.
You definitely want to confront him.
No, if we mess up, which he's super magical and super powerful, if we
He
mess
already
up,
tricked
he's gonna
us.
know that, yeah, he got us once.
What's to lose? I'm already dead. I drink some more stump alcohol.
Well, we're not dead. I really don't think you are. We
That you
don't.
know
I'd
of.
like
I
to
think
keep
it
it that
takes
way.
it might take like 2 or 3 deaths before it finally starts to kick in.
Oh, okay.
You all should have been transported to what is the next area. Just, do you see a different...
Oh.
You might not see anything right now.
I see black rectangle.
Black rectangle, okay.
Yeah, I also see black rectangle.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I see black. Well, I think we should. Aang and me and Horchata will maybe find a good like bush or cover, because I don't think all of us are really sneaky, and then maybe have Endra do some reconnaissance.
Maybe I can like climb atop an adjacent house.
Oh, I'm sneaky as shit.
Can you see anything yet, Aurora?
Oh. No. I can restart it though. But Aang, even if you're sneaking though, I don't want you to get overwhelmed with the urge to tackle William once you see him.
No,
So
we don't
maybe
want
it's
to tackle.
better-
I won't tackle. I'm good. I got stump alcohol.
Okay. I'm sure we will be given the opportunity to, face him and tackle him. But right now, we just need to figure out what his plan is.
Okay. Well,
I want to go after him as much as you want to, but it's probably not the best plan right now.
okay.
You can just sit in this bush and enjoy your stump alcohol.
Let's see.
I still do not see it.
Still not seeing anything yet?
No.
That is interesting. How about if I just put you in here? Do you see stuff now?
Mm, no.
You don't see anything.
Nope. All black.
Alright, how about you two? Do either of you see stuff?
No.
That's a
Rectangle.
negative Ghost Rider.
Can you see your character token?
No.
No.
Lovely.
Oh, that's
How about
Ow. No, I will refresh.
I'll refresh too.
This is my second time refreshing. Rectangle.
I see a rectangle.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'll keep that one in mind. 'Cause it's nice out there, that's for sure.
Okay.
Make a spot for you.
Let's see.
Follow up after
Big
the-
surprise. I also see rectangle.
Okay, now that all this talk about cinnamon rolls has me looking up like mugs. I don't want to make a whole batch of cinnamon rolls, but maybe like a mug cinnamon roll, like just one.
Yeah.
I think I've seen a recipe for a mug cinnamon roll.
Yeah, I'm comparing several different ones right now. I don't want to go to the labor of like making dough and filling, but
Oh, no.
if I'm only doing it for like one or two servings, should be fine. Should be easy.
And cinnamon rolls, you have to like, they have to double rise to get like a really good cinnamon roll, and that takes at least probably like 3 hours.
Yeah, this one calls for pancake mix. I feel like the dough is not going to be quite up to par with standard cinnamon roll dough, but I don't. Yeah, you know, if it's just an approximation of a cinnamon roll, that's fine.
Idea.
No, rectangle. I refresh again. The rectangle remains.
Interesting. Let's see. How about now?
No.
Oh my god, what is wrong with you all?
I think it's a you problem.
Yeah.
Let's
Do
see.
you see it?
Yeah, I can see everything.
Oh.
Just trying to figure out why it's not going for y'all. Still nothing? Jesus Christ. Okay, let me continue testing some things here while we do some lovely troubleshooting. Anything yet for you, Liv?
No.
Anything now?
No.
What in the shit is happening? Let's see. Let me give you night vision and see if that fixes something up, because I think maybe the lighting might not be going. Go to dynamic lighting, night vision, 100 feet. See anything?
Mm-mm.
Really? Jesus.
I will refresh again.
Well, gotta love these token issues.
No luck.
God damn it.
We have to use our imagination.
Still nothing popping up for you yet?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get Aurora's to work then. Vision, night vision. Beep. What the hell? Are you seeing anything yet, Jesse?
No. I will also refresh. I still do not see anything.
Son of a bitch. Well, that is very problematic in this instance. Let's see. Hold on one second.
BRB.
Yeah.
I hope you guys find success.
So you guys just see black right now, that's it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. If I switch it back, do you guys see the
Oh, mm-hmm.
the dungeon?
Yes.
Okay, what the fuck is happening then? Oh, I think I might have seen what it was. Okay.
Are we supposed to be in a kitchen?
Yes. You all can see now?
Yep.
Okay. Can you
Yes,
see?
I can
Aang?
see.
Okay.
Yep.
Can you still see now?
I really think that's really funny because like I talked to her for a
Yep.
long time.
Okay.
Update, she is awesome.
Figured out the issue. Okay, so you guys are
Yeah,
obviously
she
not
is.
in the kitchen.
She was like, yeah, go for it. And I was like,
Pull you out, make
okay.
sure I got
Like, good for you.
all that going.
Full circle. I was like, now everybody's on the same page. She's like, I don't want to be with some people I used to go out to restaurants. And I'm like, wow,
Okay.
how does words go out of my mouth? I was like, that's pretty incredible. I love going out to restaurants because that means they don't have TikTok.
All right, and Aurora, you are able to see now, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Just making sure on one other part here. Okay, switch up horchatas. Oh, okay. Cool. So come on. Jesus. Come on. There we go. So you're all in the places you are, although it looks like you're in this lovely kind of white boxed area. You are actually in kind of the outskirts, outside of the manor. It's about maybe 15 minutes prior to 9 bells, and you can see that the house looks very well lit. There's 0 guards seemingly around there, although you do see a few people go in and out. Nothing of note. It just seems like maybe they're bakers or kitchen staff. Just a few folks. Nothing significant. None of these giant burly folks that you'd heard about. What do you do?
Can you say what you said up until before you said it's well lit?
The well-lit house?
Yeah. What time is it?
It's like 8 bells and 45 minutes. So
Okay.
it's about 50 minutes prior to the supposed time that this individual is going to leave.
Ender wants to climb atop an adjacent building where she will be able to see, I guess, the front entrance to his house. It seems like everyone knows that he leaves at that time, so
Okay.
probably that one.
Roll athletics.
In the meantime, I'm gonna try to find a hiding spot that I guess I can view Endra.
Okay, so Endra climbs up to the second story of one of the buildings, kind of chilling on one of the outcrops, what may be a deck for one of the houses, perhaps. You have
Yeah,
perfect vision of the front.
I
of
want
the
to
building.
sneak. I want to be confident that William will not see me as he exits his home.
Roll stealth. You seemingly blend in. You look like perhaps one of the gargoyle statues, where there are many around the city. You don't stand out whatsoever.
Cool.
Aang is going to pose as a drunkard on the street.
Okay.
That's also Lamar.
So,
I'll say,
did you all agree that you're nabbing him?
no,
Wow.
no, I think
just-
we're hiding.
I'm just hiding in plain sight. Nothing to it.
But you've already met him, or he might be able to.
Also, you're like a very big green man.
I'm going
No,
to pose in
Endra
this
is
dark
silent,
corner on the street
like
with
the
bottles
night.
surrounding me as a drunkard.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna strongly discourage it, but I'm not gonna.
I'm not going to
parent
like
him.
park in front of his house and do it. I'll be just up the alley or something.
Okay, I'm gonna look for a bush, I guess, or some kind of thing I can hide in.
Roll
That is-
stealth
Okay.
with
that you-
disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Well, first let me do insight, or not insight, investigation to see what my general surroundings are.
Oh, just roll stealth for your
Oh.
horse. You stick
Okay.
out no matter what.
I thought you were just saying that because I chose a bush.
You find
Oh.
a bush that covers up most of your horse body, but unfortunately, you can't quite seem to get your head as low as you'd want. You feel a little bloated from the sheer amount of sugar and dough that you ate earlier. but you're hidden enough that you think you wouldn't be able to be seen if someone was just leaving and walking away.
Okay. I don't know if I should risk it. Is there any place like farther away that I can hide that like definitely William wouldn't see me if he like
it's
left
unlikely
the
that
house?
he would see you as he left. Someone would have to walk that direction.
Uh-huh. Okay.
What's
I'll risk
Horchata
it.
doing?
Horchata just kind of clips his fingers and vanishes. He's invisible.
What?
So he's just chilling.
Nice.
What a flex.
Aang is propped up on a street on his corner, and he's muttering a song in Goblin.
All right. 9 bells hits, and like clockwork, you see a man in a cloak, kind of broad shoulders, looks about the height perhaps of William, but you can't see his face. It's obscured with the backlighting from the home, and again, he's very much trying to blend in as a way, you can tell. He makes no notice of anybody, but he stops about 20 feet out of the entrance of his house and just looks back. You're all not sure as to what, but he then briskly continues moving on.
Yeah, that's pretty much all it is. Plus, maybe next time she'll think twice before coming back. When she was
All right.
Because of how bad the
I'm just
reply
gonna
party was.
quietly and sneakily climb down from her perch.
Yeah. No, the whole
Do we?
thing.
Okay, I don't have. I guess I could pull up the blueprint. Are there any other entrances to this building besides the front one?
There's the kitchen entrance.
Kitchen entrance. Where is that?
That would be right here.
Well, hold up. Are we supposed to be able to see something right now?
Can you not? Everyone else can.
I thought you just sort of like gave up and were like, okay, I'll just describe it.
Are you not in a kitchen now?
Oh, I guess I can see it as like we're in a white box, like you put us
Yes,
in a white
you're
box.
in white
and then-
boxes currently because you're not
Oh,
inside
okay.
the manor.
I am just looking at black rectangle. I'm
Jesus.
so sorry.
Why do you do this to me?
You're right. It is entirely my fault. I will try harder next time.
Okay, can you see now? You should just be white. You should see Aang and Horchata and Aurora next to you.
The kitchen's like gray. I think.
Can you see in here?
Now I can see.
Okay, well, you're outside.
Okay. All right.
You can tell there's a front and a side entrance. There's 2 entrances.
Okay.
Are there any
Under
guards
one's
or anything
two-
around?
No, there was just some kitchen staff who you'd seen earlier, but it seems quiet. But you're down the road. You're drunk and singing
You
goblin
saw
songs.
one of Huck's what?
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Ender wants to like beckon Aang and hope and pray that he approaches quietly.
How would you beckon Aang? It's dark, and he's drunk and singing.
Damn. I
I'm
forgot
not
that
like
was dark.
drunk. I'm just pretending to be.
He's
Drunk
tipsy
and
and
singing. There we go.
How far away is he?
Maybe 60 feet from you.
I personally can't throw very far. Ender's a little bit more
Can I
athletic
see
than
her?
me. Can I like throw some buttons in his direction?
You can throw a leftover tomato at him.
Oh, I don't want to waste it. Okay, fine.
It's one that's spoiled. It's from the original.
Wait, can I just see her?
Technically, yes, with your night vision.
Okay, well I'm looking at you.
Then I just beckon him.
All right, I will stealthily join.
Okay. Horchata
Still masquerading.
snaps
as
his
a drunkard.
fingers and comes back into view, and he kind of says, "So, are we going in? Are we going for him? Like, I'm not sure what's happening."
Yeah, it was like, that's a good.
Ender's ready to rock and roll. She'll pick that lock, break a window, do whatever it takes. Let's do it.
Aurora is just trying to be as small as she can behind this bush.
Oh, so you haven't
Waiting.
come forth to the side of the house?
I haven't been beckoned yet.
Oh,
So I'm waiting.
Endra's okay. I'm just gonna beckon her, but also Endra's gonna say like, do you guys think we all should go in, or maybe I should just go in?
Yeah, I guess we didn't really have a plan.
Yeah, my plan was to grab him, and you didn't want that plan. So
We spent too much time with our party.
as you look up, you can tell this is a mansion. This is huge. The side entrance is the smallest of the entrances, and the one that you saw William come out of was the main. And the doors stood about 15 feet high, about 30 feet wide, and the manor seems to be 2.5 full stories, about maybe 30 feet high.
Okay.
It goes on. It has a nice corner lot. It's a very large house. Might be a lot to cover for one person.
Yeah, we should definitely all go in. Never mind. Endra's like, is the door locked?
I don't know. You tell me. Is anyone?
Endra attempts to open the door.
Easily slides open.
Great.
You
She
get
enters.
a waft of bread and just some other cooked meats. It smells very much like food. Does everyone follow her?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm trying to be stealthy. Oh,
Okay. You are all stealthy,
okay.
and you make your way into the kitchen.
Yeah, I don't know.
Again,
I still think that's all
you can see all the lovely cooking materials. It seems like, you know, maybe some of the people who were on the kitchen staff are doing some baking from time to time. You can smell the bread kind of coming out from the oven, and you just notice that it's very quiet inside of the house. Horchata begins sticking bread into his pockets.
good call. I'm gonna start shoving alcohol down his pockets.
Endra's gonna just like rip off a little bit of bread. She loves bread almost as much as tomatoes. She's just gonna munch on it quietly and peruse the kitchen to see if there's anything interesting besides food.
Okay. All you really see is food. There's nothing in particular that's there. Looks like there might be a wine cellar and then a door that leads into the next room of the house.
Did you say wine cellar? Can I like peep into that wine cellar?
You can certainly try.
I'm
Okay.
gonna stand here and look at Aurora like, how do you expect to get down there?
I'm just taking a peep.
It's a very large
Yeah.
door.
It's a ladder, right?
It's a very large cellar door that even you could fit through with ease. It's quite big.
Oh, never mind. I assumed it was like a
Does it go down?
trap door with a ladder.
It goes
Oh.
downwards. It has
Does go
stairs
down.
that go down,
Oh, stairs.
and you would easily be able to fit in there.
Hey, Aang, how quick are you?
Oh, I'm speedy as fuck.
I'm gonna go grab one of his wines.
Yeah. I'm gonna peruse the wine cellar.
Okay, Endra's gonna point out that we do have this is a big manor. We have only a few hours before we expect him to come back, and we have no idea what kind of like charms or whatnot he might have equipped this place with. So we should probably get a move on.
Who
I like
charms the
wine.
wine cellar?
I mean, like the whole place could this could be
Okay.
full of traps for all we know. I don't trust this guy.
That's a very good point. It wasn't even locked, which means he might have other mechanisms. I'm still feeling vengeful, so I'm gonna try to get Aang to grab a bottle of wine, and then
Okay.
we'll get on investigating. If
Uh,
Aang wants to.
you notice that the cellar has a very large padlock on it, and you're not able
Oh.
to really get it off easily.
Endra,
Andrew would normally offer to handle
Andra?
this padlock, but she really thinks that we should get moving. I have some really good wine in my bag, and if we make it out of this, you can have
Okay.
it.
So, Aang's gonna offer something. There's two ways we can go about this. We can either be like ridiculously sneaky, so no one ever knows we're here, or we can be ridiculously violent, so it looks like it was a break-in.
Like vandalize it.
Yes. That's so.
Endra's
before we
intrigued.
do-
She hadn't considered that.
Before we do anything, it's either we leave no sign or we leave all the signs so they don't know what we're here for.
Oh, damn.
Horchata begins rummaging in his pocket and says, I think I have something for this. And you see his, almost up to his shoulder, and he keeps on getting, like, digging further and further. Like, he's reaching for something in there. So he's just doing that while you're all talking about that, trying to find something in those pants.
So
we-
do we want to go
Okay.
violent or quiet?
I want to know what Horchata has for us first, before we
Yeah.
decide.
I'll try and find it. And he's...
Why don't you just tell us what you're digging further?
Yeah, just let us know.
I think I have
Tell us
another
what it is.
couch in here that we can use. And right as he says that, you are just enmassed in this massive amount of light, and it encompasses Horchata, and it
Is it Greg?
No. It explodes
God.
and then fully implodes, and you see a small orb, and in there you can kind of see in a like it's almost like a seeing eyeglass. You can see Horchata way through it, and he says, "Oops!" And from there he disappears. But from that orb, another person emerges. Just no one that you have ever seen before. But Horchata vanishes in that moment. Roll Arcana
Another-
for everybody real quick. We'll see if any of you actually know what happened.
And now there's a new person?
Yes.
What does this new person look like?
Well, you'll find out here in a second.
Ooh, not Aurora.
I'm trying to find the damn tokens thing.
Why do you guys have -1 to Arcana?
No.
I'm a barbarian. What do I need to know about magic?
Why -1?
Yeah, mine doesn't make sense. I think I should know about Arcana.
So
Yeah.
from the portal drops a
What?
individual who looks like he's an assassin. Sorry, I didn't even see what you all rolled. None of you know what happened to this, but Aang, roll history.
Endra's very concerned because she's realizing that we no longer have access to the blueprint.
Roll history with advantage.
Still not gonna go well.
All right. You have a choice here to either attack this person immediately, or Aang, you can get closer and stare at them.
What if I do both?
It will go one of two ways.
I'm gonna put my hands around their neck and then stare at them.
Are you sure that's what you would like to do?
I tenderly place my hands around their neck and stare at them.
More like a instead of a.
So this is the individual who appeared, minus a little bit of the knife. To Aang, it looks familiar. Somebody perhaps that he had fought with on a team before, and he looks as bewildered as you remember Aang looking when he originally came to in the dungeon.
How familiar?
You know this person.
Who are you?
You know who I am. You punched the hooker.
Yeah, be more specific than that.
I don't. You punched Darlene. We had to fight. There was a flaming skull. Why am I back here?
Who are you?
You can
Just
see what his
what's
name is.
Oh, I can. I can't see what his name is.
No, we can't.
Really? That's interesting.
No.
Because it's,
No
it's
one can
definitely
see.
there. It says Chrono Orion.
Oh, I have a very bad feeling about this, and I'm immediately angry.
Okay.
Okay, Endra's gonna be like, "Do you know our friend?" From the side. To Chrono, I guess I don't know their name. To the new stranger, I'm gonna be like, "You know Aang? You know our friend?"
Yes, he punched a small child at some point. He punched a hooker at another one, and got us into a lot of messes.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
he's,
ringing any
he's very punchy. Like you're gonna upset him if you
Oh, I'm
keep
not worried
confusing
about him.
if you keep confusing
I
him.
feel like I shouldn't like you, but I'm not sure why.
Why am I here? What happened? Why are you
That-
here? Who are these people?
I'm gonna try to look on the ground. So that thing that Horchata looked at, is it? Can we find? Like, is it
Is it like a marble?
area?
No,
Is it in the local area?
Literally, he went like this, came back in, looked like a black hole, and you could see Horchata through it. And then from the light, this person emerged, and it blinked out of existence.
Are there the shorts? No more Mickey shorts?
No more
Horchata
blueprint.
is gone.
All my alcohol.
Oh no, we lost the.
What'd you do with all my alcohol?
I knew I should have copied down a picture of the blueprint.
I don't.
Oh my god. Endra's gonna say that out loud. Okay, Endra's gonna introduce herself. She doesn't want to start a fight with this person. She's gonna be like, look, we're in the middle of something really important. We have a wizard friend. He messed up and disappeared, and now you're here.
All of you roll wisdom saves.
Dear.
Okay. Who was it that threw the corpse of the small gnome in the dungeon?
Oh, it's probably me.
Okay. Aang, you feel a piercing in your mind, and you can you know this feeling before it's happened previously. And Chrono has an intense stare at you as he essentially rewinds your memories and looks through to see what happened. As it comes back out, he turns to all of you and says, "What have you done with my friends?" Thinking of Jabo as he literally saw their corpses throughout the dungeon. And Aang, at this moment, you realize that you saw Chrono's corpse in the dungeon as well. Right next to you.
Oh, no.
Oh god,
Huh. That's why you're familiar. So tough luck, bud. You're dead. But good news, so am I.
I do not think that's possible. I was
Yeah.
fighting, and then there was a bright light, and now I'm here.
Yeah.
What were you
Yeah.
fighting?
I was trying to fight some of these evil folks towards an area of a tomb, and I ended up back here, evidently, and he's been to this place before. You can tell that he knows it's familiar.
he's been to this place, like this
Yes,
building?
Manor?
yes, he knows the manor.
Oh,
But he is very confused as to why he is here. He was in a very different part of
I'll
Sudan
keep my
before.
fingers crossed, and regardless.
He died.
so we know that he knows the manor?
He just expressed it. I just was
Yeah.
clarifying because I didn't get it.
He expressed it.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
Do you know William?
He looks very confused. Who?
The person that
Okay.
lives in this manor. I mean, I know you're confused with who you are. You're not sure if you're alive or not. But
No,
we're.
this is the manor of the vice count.
Hmm?
Like what? Why are you all? We've dealt with this.
Okay, Endra's gonna use her most persuasive tone to be like, look, you were fighting some evil people. We also are trying to fight some evil people. We're not
And you
really
died.
sure. Don't. Endra's gonna try to dissuade Aang from saying inflammatory things like that.
I'm going to go find the Pritz, and he begins to go and walk out.
Oh, no.
As
We grab him.
unfortunately, none of you.
Wait,
were
doesn't
quick as
Aang
he
still
is.
have his hands around his neck?
No, he was
Tenderly?
Gently.
dissuaded from that. Chrono walks towards the door, and as he goes there, he gets swammed backwards. Seemingly a barrier of sorts ignited in that doorway, and he goes smashing into the door across from it, just completely obliterating
Oof.
that door, and he goes flying into it and hits the wall in the next room.
I guess we
Well,
have to
good
make
news,
it look like a
guys.
break-in.
We're going with the break-in.
Going with the break-in.
So
Okay.
he tried to exit and got blown through a door and is currently in the other room.
Endra grabs a button from her pocket and flings it at the door that we entered through to see what happens.
Goes through nice and easy.
Oh. I'm gonna grab a breadstick and throw a breadstick through the door.
Goes through nice and easy.
I'm gonna have a breadstick in my hand and just poke it at the door.
Nothing happens.
It goes
Thanks.
through.
Yeah.
Ender wants to brace herself. And then
Aang sees what Ender's about to do and just kind of like, it's okay. Aang's going to brace himself and run against the door.
she's gonna brace herself and like prepare for potentially an acrobatic recovery of sorts.
Aang goes sprinting through the door, and he's out in the street now.
Huh.
And come back
Weird.
here.
I walk back in.
So
Okay, Ender, she stands upright. It
Maybe.
seems clear that only our new stranger, whose name Ender still doesn't know, is affected by the door problem. She's gonna go in the
Chrono
next
number
room.
9.
Just Chrono.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah. So
he- Oh.
you're definitely dead, bud. This is sort of stuff that dead. This is sort of things that would happen to me.
He's unconscious currently.
Oh.
Oh well,
Aang
let's just
doesn't
leave
know
him there
that.
and
Yeah.
finish.
So let's get in that cellar, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
might as well.
Yeah, if it's gonna have to look like a break-in, fine. Ender agrees to go pick the lock.
Okay.
Alright.
And I guess while he's unconscious, we might as well do what we need to do in the house.
Yeah.
Maybe if we leave him, William will come back and think that he's the one that broke in and deal with him.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Ender,
So,
she attempts to pick the lock.
Roll sleight of hand. Unfortunately, it seems to be one of the highest quality locks. In fact, it may be imbued with some arcana.
Ooh.
Ender's
Um,
pissed.
Aang's gonna use his magic hands to. He's gonna like rub his hands together and punch that lock as hard as he can.
Roll a 1d4.
I am trying to see if I know anything about the lock. I rolled a 15 for Arcana. Oh,
So I got a 4.
Okay.
And you take 4 damage to your knuckles.
Oh come on.
Aurora, you can tell that this lock has been imbued with some form of magic, not of any, specific type. It's not necromancy or wizardry, or it's just magic. It seems that it's binded to a very specific key.
Okay.
Yeah, this might be a waste of time. I think we need
We
a
don't,
key.
wait. Do we still have? I mean, it seems like a long shot, but we still have the key that we found on.
Not the same key.
No. Okay. I just thought I'd give it a shot.
I mean, then we could link Mickey to William.
Maybe we can just like bust through the door.
It's unlikely.
Okay. Well, we at least need to make it look like we tried if we're going the burglary
What's everyone's
route.
passive perception?
10.
14.
17?
Right.
It's like passive wisdom, but then like perception.
Yes.
Okay.
You hear some rustling in the room where the unconscious person was.
Oh god, I think he's waking up.
Yeah, we go back in there. Our
Yeah.
Ender does.
Fine. I'm just gonna knock some stuff on the ground while I'm at it, just to try to really sell this whole burglary look.
I'm gonna
Go ahead.
throw a chair just across the room in this dining hall.
At him?
No. Just burglary.
You're throwing shit.
Yes.
Is there anything like on the walls? Any art?
Not in this room. It looks very much like it's just a dining room.
Okay.
As the individual stands up, he looks to all of you, very confused, and just asks, "Where am I?"
You're dead, bud.
Stop telling him that. You're gonna confuse him.
He looks confused as is. Where am I? Who are you? He's just looking around.
Okay.
He's very obviously confused at this point.
Ender's gonna go on her spiel again and be like, "Look here, you know our friend Aang. You might not remember him right now. He's a very
I don't know this man. I've never seen this man in my
punchy
life.
kind of guy. Oh my god." Ender's gonna insist that they do know each other. Anyway, we're in the middle of something really important. We're trying to kill a rat, and our friend, a wizard, really screwed something up, and now you're here. Like,
Okay.
do
Where?
you want to help us catch a rat? Where we're in the rat's house.
A rat owns this house?
Oh, well, not actually a rat. We already,
Figuratively.
killed,
Metaphoric rat.
we already killed that rat.
A dreamy kind of rat.
I pull out the picture of William and then show.
You see
Show
a
him.
look of confusion, but at the same time, there's something of a recognition. He can't place it himself, but he feels angry.
Okay.
At the
Can use this
picture?
anger.
Yes, at the sight of this individual. He doesn't know why, but it stirs some strong emotions.
Okay.
Maybe this is the person that killed you, and
Yeah.
we're trying to
I'm
get
not
back at him.
dead.
You're definitely dead. Anyways, good news. You're not dead now. You were dead.
I mean, yeah,
You
we saw
died.
you in the dungeon. You looked pretty dead.
Yeah, you're dead. And I died at some point. I know that for a fact.
Andrew's gonna approach him and say as persuasively as possible, like, look here, this is probably just a big misunderstanding. You seem perfectly alive to me, and frankly, perfectly capable of helping us out with this really important task.
You see him kind of put his hand out, and from it a blade forms, and he just cuts himself. He bleeds, and he looks back up to the green person and says, "I don't think dead people bleed."
Aang's gonna
Okay.
pick the chairs. Like,
Trigger
listen,
warning,
everyone
self-harm.
dies. Not everyone comes back to life though, and he's gonna smash the chair against the wall, just like to keep selling this whole thing.
I will
But
follow
here we
you all
are.
until we get out of here, but I need to figure out what's happening. I don't know. Why are you all doing? What are we doing?
Well, you see, if you kind of broke the door, so we can't sell like the "no one's ever been here before" thing. So now
We're
we gotta
trying-
make it look
we're-
like
we're-
it's a robbery.
We're
It's
trying to
great.
uncover a political plot. Okay? Okay.
We'll explain later.
Okay.
But
later,
we're kind of running out of time. So,
Yeah, we gotta let's rock and roll.
I'm gonna go ahead and flip this table over.
oh, I
Is
got
this
a
a
little
door?
table.
Like, what is this? I'm really
Wait.
confused about what is and isn't a door in this
That
space.
is the door.
Oh,
Okay. Andrew's gonna. She wants to attempt to open this door.
All right, you open the door.
Great. She continues to sneakity sneak.
Or I think we're through sneaking.
yeah, it's a robbery.
Okay, Endra still wants to sneak, even though that's not our final approach.
What are we looking for?
Uh-oh.
He
I
also
think Annie's-
begins to sneak.
Okay.
Oh,
Guess
we should investigate the room.
we're looking for anything incriminating.
Got it.
You enter a large foyer. This seems to be the main entry of the building. You can tell that it is very, very nice. Everything here looks very expensive. You see two staircases kind of adjacent to each other going up into what appears to be perhaps the second floor of the building. And you can also see down the hallway there looks to be a variety of rooms and a doorway across from you as well.
Okay.
And he's gonna size up the statue and be like, so should we split up, gang, or stick together?
I mean, probably split up. It's a very big manor.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
big.
All right. Eh.
Yeah.
Okay. Endra's gonna suggest that her and New Guy should go upstairs, and Aang and Aurora should, and Horchata, I guess. I don't know. Horchata.
Horchata's not here.
Oh,
Horchata's
he's not
gone.
here. That's right. I
Gone.
forgot. Okay.
Doesn't
That's
exist.
sounds
Endra's
great.
gonna suggest that that Aang and Aurora investigate down here, and that her and New Guy go upstairs.
That works. I'm gonna try to push over the statue.
Okay, so you two head upstairs as Aurora and Aang explore the middle room, or I guess the middling area. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Go ahead.
I went down the hallway to the right, kind of near the kitchen, and I'm in a little like area. It looks like a chest or a barrel. I'd like to investigate this area.
Okay. Roll. Oh, did you already roll it?
That was for the foyer. This is
Okay.
for the.
You notice that this looks
Room.
like a dry storage. There's nothing in particular of note in there. Some carrots, a few mushrooms. The barrels seem to be sloshing full of ale or some type of beverage, and this just seems like a storage hampery for perhaps, kitchen staff to get things.
Damn. Okay.
does this statue push over?
It is
No?
extraordinarily heavy.
Okay.
It looks
Well,
like
I'll
weigh
skip.
about a literal ton.
Okay, I'll give up on that one then. I'm
many-
gonna move into this room.
Yell down to Aang that the room to the right near the kitchen is clear. I didn't find anything.
Okay. Did you screw up anything in there?
Oh shit. Nope. Okay.
Oh,
going back.
you should probably should go back and really mess up the place.
I forgot about that.
You-
I'm just
you-
gonna horse kick this barrel.
Ale just spills everywhere.
Yes. Okay.
Everywhere.
Wait, does it look like a horse kicked it? Because the
It looks like
You
somebody
might-
destroyed the barrel.
like,
That's
is there horse hooves that you could identify? Oh god. Okay.
No.
Okay.
they
cool.
they didn't have like fingerprinting, right? That's a little too advanced.
No, there's no
No, but if
fingerprinting
it's like-
or anything.
a straight
Okay.
horse hoof through a barrel.
Okay.
You
I know.
obliterated the barrel. Like, it just blew up. There's nothing
Aw.
that would indicate it was a fist,
Oh, yeah.
a cannon, or a horse hoof.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Uh,
Endra's upstairs and she wants to approach this table that has books on it. Is this whole room like lined with books? That's what it looks like.
Yep, it's just a ton of books, bookcases, just hordes of them.
She wants to take a look at the ones that are on the table.
There's a history of knights in the land of Sudanol, and the other book is the history of the great pages of the knights of Sudanol.
Okay, she's gonna like rip the cover off of them and like screw up the pages a little bit, toss them around, and she's gonna yank some books off, random books off the shelves, mess them up, toss them around.
Joins you in just yanking some of the books through a variety of the shelves. He seems
Okay.
almost second nature to causing havoc.
While we're doing that, I do want to kind of like keep my eyes peeled for any books that look special and are important.
Everything looks extraordinarily common.
Okay.
Even if you had a knowledge of all the books of Sudanol, nothing looks interesting here. That there's no like glossed covers. They just look like someone went to a library, robbed it, and then made their house a little common library.
Okay. Well, when she's done with that, she's gonna try to find the exit to this room.
Okay.
Or entrance to the next one, I guess.
All right. While you're finding that entrance, Aurora, Aang, any doors that you two are opening?
I'm gonna just make sure this door isn't like tied to any traps at all, real quick.
All right. Roll sleight of hand. You don't think there's any traps? That seems to
I'm
be
gonna
safe.
open that door.
All right, it opens into what appears to be an extraordinarily large dancing and ballroom. Nice kind of wood. You can tell it's been worn. There's been some dances here. Nothing too
I'm gonna
crazy.
yell to Aurora like, "I found the ballroom."
He has a ballroom. Gonna
Yeah,
yell back.
Aang's gonna do like a little jig on in the center of the floor, real
Okay.
quick.
As Aurora comes into the room, she horse hooves it again, and the door obliterates, and she also has sight of the ballroom now.
Okay. Ooh, we're going for the grand piano.
Oh! Sorry, I got excited.
Before you two cause havoc there, Endra,
Uh-huh.
which room or are you gonna go into? This area?
Is this a door?
Yeah.
Okay, Andrew's gonna check for traps.
Okay, roll sleight of hand.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't seem like there's any traps there. It just seems like a door.
Okay, she's gonna attempt to open the door.
Okay, it opens.
She proceeds sneakily.
Okay. And Chrono decides to follow you since you seem to know what's going on. And I'll give you one
Okay.
other door to open in the array of things here.
Is it this one? Is that
You
a door?
Yeah, do you want to open that one?
I check for traps.
We'll sign.
It's not going very well.
All right. Chrono will also check it for traps with you since he can tell what you're doing. He seems to be somewhat of a similar profession.
Okay.
He finds no traps. And
Great.
He pushes the door open, and it opens into a lovely den. It looks like it's a nice room. There's a fireplace. You see the bed is nicely made. It almost seems like no one actually stays in here, which is a little odd, but it's very clean. It looks nice. There's some very good-looking, daggers hanging around. There's a few just kind of weapons hanging out in like the cases, but nothing too crazy.
Okay, she's gonna slice up like this rug, this lion rug. She's gonna like vandalize the shit out of it, like really mess
Okay.
it up.
You fuck up the rug. whilst you're fucking set rug up, Aurora, Aang, I heard you two were gonna break a grand piano. Is that what's happening?
Well, first,
Yeah, we
I'm
should
just gonna,
investigate
like,
first.
yeah, I was just gonna bang a few keys out on it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Roll performance.
Remember last time you tried to play an instrument? I remind him of Mario's thing. I mean, the mouse, the rat.
He plays chopsticks, and he feels very accomplished. Although,
Mhm.
Aurora, you can tell it's off tune.
I am also gonna try to one up. Oh, one
You
up
also
him.
play chopsticks, trying to figure out what the proper tune should be.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, so we probably should steal
Alright.
like something, right? So it looks like there was a burglary.
Oh yeah, probably.
Here, take this violin, and I'm gonna just shove it in the saddlebag.
Random violin. Okay. Do you want to investigate the room? I mean, that's kind of why we're here.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I mean, there's probably nothing in here, but we might as well, in case he hides
Yeah.
something in pianos.
I'm just gonna hit every key individually, real quick, just like
Okay.
Make sure,
roll
like-
investigation.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get. Oh.
Aurora, you're just confused by the contraptions. Aang, you
Uh-huh.
push every key, nothing happens. It has a nice sound, but it seems like it's a pretty plain piano.
Can we investigate these like pews as well? Is that what are these like chairs, stools?
Sure. Roll
Thanks.
investigation.
Okay.
Wow. Good.
You notice
Sorry.
that they're just very nice kind of benches with some good upholstery. They look to be finely crafted. Oddly enough, it seems like they're brand new, almost as if no one has ever sat in them before. They seem untouched.
So the floor is used, but the
The floor looks used. yes.
chairs have not. Okay.
what instrument is this?
I don't know.
It's like a torture weapon.
All right, well,
Are you gonna fuck up
Well-
the instrument?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
What do you want to use the guitar or do you want to use this thing?
Oh, like a rock star kind of break it across the
Yeah.
piano. That's all you, man. If you want.
So I'm going to use this thing and hit the piano with it.
All right. It shatters. Strings hanging off of the end, and the piano has a small dent, but it's made of solid wood, so it doesn't seem to have taken too much damage.
All right, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna kick it. Again.
You kick it, and you make a very solid dent, almost pushing through. Again, this is solid wood, very finely crafted.
I'm going to tell it to aim for the legs.
Okay, I'm gonna do like a little sweep under with my hooves and go try to take out the legs of the piano.
You kick one of the legs, and the piano falls.
Okay.
You hear a
Perfect.
ding
Nice.
as it goes out of tune. Now, before you both continue, Endra, you fucked up the carpet, or the
Yeah, I
lion,
did.
whatever the hell it is.
I cut the tail off and take it at like just the very end of the tail and take it as a trophy.
Okay.
Anyway.
What else would you like to do with this level?
All right. We're investigating this room. I want to take a look inside this chest. Also, I want to smash this mirror, just because I can.
Okay, you smash the mirror and you notice that the chest seems to be locked. You could try to pick it.
I attempt to pick it. Oh no. Okay, I am proficient in thieves' tools.
Yep, that's why it's so high as is. But as you're picking it, no, it's a pretty simple lock. Seems to be one of an internalized mechanism, and you hear a, and it unlocks.
Great. I look inside.
There is a few notes of paper. It doesn't seem like anything valuable, but you're more than free to grab those and look at the notes if you'd so like.
I do that.
Okay, as you're kind of going through and looking at all those lovely things, one of the notes comes to you, and just going to assume that, eventually everyone's going to hear this, so that is the note.
Receive your letter. Best birthday present, blah blah blah. Oh. Fiance leaving. Oh, ho! Endra's excited by this juicy gossip. She doesn't want to break Aurora's heart anymore, but it does seem like William, or Rugario, or whatever the hell his name is, has another lover. Anyway,
Indeed.
okay. I take the note.
All right, so you take said note, and there you go.
Okay. I continue investigating this room. What is this, like a table? I don't know. What is that?
It's kind of a fireplace area with a mantle on the top. You can see a candle that's burning. Looks like a dagger that maybe used to open mail, and a small journal that doesn't look like it's ever been used. Seems like it's more of a placeholder.
I still rifle through it just to see if there's anything in there.
Really blank pages.
I rip it up, scatter the pages.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna approach. Whoops, this thing. Check out whatever's going on here.
Just a mantle, has some things on it. Knickknacks, paddywhacks.
I scatter them. What's
They
the
break.
purple thing?
It was a little jewelry box. Nothing was inside of it.
Okay. I approach this thing.
Similarly, it looks like there's a small little box on it, a candle, and a little tiny pedestal.
Pedestal.
Yeah, a little tiny one. Looks like maybe you could put like a scarf around it or something. It's meant to hold
Okay.
like a small item.
We scatter, but careful not to scatter candles. We're not trying to burn the place down while we're still in it.
Okay, you blow the candle out and you shatter the box. Nothing inside of it, and the pedestal snaps in half as it hits the ground.
Okay. I want to open this wardrobe, I guess.
You open it and you notice it's some very nice looking clothing. Roll perception.
Hmm. Oh God.
It just looks like these are some very nice clothes. You've seen similar fashions at the bar or the inn that you were at, but the nobles, it seems to be, what's cool around town. Nothing sticks out in particular. It's just they're nice clothes.
I invite my new pal to also check it out.
He just stares at it and shrugs. He cares not for clothing.
Okay, very helpful.
Indeed.
What are these things like along the wall?
Those are windows.
Just windows. Okay. All right. Endra's gonna use her daggers to like tear up this upholstery, rip open these pillows, feathers everywhere. Oh, while I'm over here, what's this thing? Is that like a little pitcher?
Yeah, it's a little pitcher of water.
Smash.
All right. You
Is
screw
there-
all the things up.
Okay. Are these tables like? Do they have drawers or anything, or are they just tables?
Just little nightstands standing.
Smash. To the best of my ability.
Or smash.
All right. We approach this door and check for traps.
All right. Roll it.
God.
Chrono, again, seeing that maybe you're struggling a little bit with your abilities, checks it as well, and he determines there's no traps and pushes
We open the door.
And as you go to open the door, you notice that it smells specifically like a latrine.
Ew.
Not terrible. It seems that there's some nice scenting in there. This is a very upscale latrine. You notice that to the side of it, you got some colognes, some different kind of deodorants, essentially, for at least what would be utilized here, musk and such.
Mhm.
There's a washing basin as well, and next to the chamber pot, essentially, you see that there is a kind of a long, thin pole just kind of hanging out next to the side of it. It looks different than most bathrooms you've seen.
Okay. I smash up the various smelly things, and I look more closely at the pole that
Okay.
is foreign to me. Am I able to discern anything else about it, what it's for, or anything like that?
It looks like it's a pole.
Okay. I grab the pole and shake. Shake the I shake the pole. I'm like giving it
The pole seems to not be attached to anything specifically. It easily moves as you shake the pole. And yeah, you shook the pole.
Okay, is it like affixed to the ceiling or the floor or anything?
No, it was just hanging on a hook.
Okay. I take the pole. I put it behind my back, right next to my immovable rod. Will it be easy for me to tell the difference between that pole and my? How long is it?
It looks like it's a little curved. It seems that it might go the depth of about 2 inches, and then has like a small little hooking mechanism.
2 inches? What?
Yeah, no, it goes down. It's little squiggly thing. Looks like it's used for something in this room. Who knows what?
This doesn't seem like a pole to me. I don't understand. Like
2-inch pole.
No,
How
it has
long
a
is it?
2-inch hook. The pole goes about a solid 1.5 feet down, and then transitions, and then you have a hook, so it's like an L.
Okay, Endra can always use a squiggly hooked pole and a couple feet long. Great, my immovable rod is 3 feet long. I stick it right back there with the hook up towards my hand so I can easily tell them apart.
Roll
Should I
perception.
need to... Okay. Oh my god.
Seems like a normal pole. You don't notice anything.
Okay.
Would you like to investigate the room anymore?
Yes.
All right. Okay. And what part would you like to investigate specifically?
What's this situation over here? No, I can't get in there, right? Let's be... What the fuck? Okay, I can see part of the map. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to see. Never mind.
You notice the smallest of cracks in the wall.
Okay. Like, enough that I could smash?
Probably not smash, but you can tell that there's likely something adjacent to this room.
Hook and yank? Can I hook and yank?
What are you yanking?
Can I, like, slide my newly acquired hook through the crack and give it a yank? I want to dislodge
Oh, no, it's not,
the
it's
wall.
It's not that large. It's like you can kind of see the dust coming out from the room with the light, so you can tell that there's airflow.
Okay.
Uh,
Alright.
Chrono is going to walk in and is going to take one look at the hook and say, "You know you use that for the toilet, right?
What for? What do you mean? Explain!
When it's clogged, to push it down into the sewage system."
Ender's been through worse. She's been in the sewers. She's like a little bit grossed out, but not that offended. She's like, okay, I still feel like it could be useful to have. She keeps the pole.
Chrono's gonna look towards the chamber pot, and he's gonna report to Endra. There's some scratches on this side. Perhaps fish the hook around, see if it catches on anything.
Ender does.
Okay, roll athletics. Oh no, dexterity. How dexterous are you with the poo?
No!
Not very much. Try one more time as you keep fishing around in the bowl. The poo bowl. Okay. It solidly latches onto something, and you can feel kind of a little bit of tug. You can choose to tug it or to try and remove the hook. Up to you.
I tug.
You hear and a door opens from the area that you had seen that light or the dust coming from. As it does.
Alright, I leave the hook. It served its purpose.
Alright, before you go into there, we'll have Aang and Endra. What are y'all doing? Or sorry, Aang and Aurora. What's going on downstairs now that you've vandalized the entirety of the ballroom?
I do want to take my longsword and just kind of tear up the upholstery of this whole row,
Okay. You
just for good measure.
tear it up. It feels very similar to slicing through skin. You can tell it's a nice plush leather.
Oh.
And you feel that you've done quite a few hundred golds of damage.
Okay.
I'm
And
just doing
nothing
a
like
little... Oh, you go ahead.
oh sorry, nothing has popped up from the upholstery, like he was hiding anything?
No, just some goose feather.
He's fancy. Alright.
I'm just gonna do a little dance on the dance floor. You know, you can't waste a good dance floor.
All right. You do a little jig.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep exploring the
Yeah.
downstairs, but I think we kind of looked at
Is
everything.
this a door right here?
That is the door.
Oh,
I'll check for traps.
open it up.
Roll sleight of hand.
Is there any other doors?
You notice that there is not a single trap there, and that this looks like a door that is likely unlocked.
I'm gonna open the unlocked door.
You open.
Okay.
Oh, got something here. This thing's important.
As you go into the room, you notice that this seems like perhaps a spacious office. There's a fireplace, some books. You see a nightstand there, some chairs, a desk, some glasses, a few different notes on the desk. Little trash bin, looks to be maybe a quarter of the way full with some papers. A chest in the corner that seems to be there, and above the fireplace is a very large mirror, and you all can see yourselves in it. The room looks immaculate. It looks very clean, and it looks like it's probably a space of study.
I'm gonna
Well,
check out what's on this desk.
Roll investigation.
Yeah, I'm also just gonna investigate the
You
room.
can tell it's a
I'm gonna
desk.
try to. Yeah.
All right. As you kind of rifle around in there, checking to see maybe what's in the office room and such, you're just kind of fancying about. Nothing really kind of sticks out from there. You notice a small calendar that kind of has the dates of the land and such, but nothing particular that's like, oh my gosh.
All right, well, I'm just gonna grab everything off the desk and just shove it in, or our saddlebags.
So here's the calendar that you saw.
That's a strange calendar. Okay.
Yeah, maybe the other members of our party will be able to decipher
Yeah.
this information, so we'll just take it all.
Is there any drawers in the desk?
Yeah.
I'm gonna empty them all out.
All right. You empty them out. Some knickknacks, a few pens, a few ink, quills, that kind of stuff just falls, cracks on the floor.
Can I investigate again for any drawers that might have false bottoms?
Go for it.
Okay. Do I have to? Can I roll an investigation again?
Yeah.
Since I got a nat 1. Okay.
You notice that they seem like very average drawers, nothing particularly astonishing from them. They seem very thin at the bottom. And you just notice that, again, there's now shit all over the place from Aang just tossing the desk for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing sticks out, really.
All right. I'm gonna ransack the place.
Okay.
Is this the garbage? Is that the garbage bin?
Yes.
I'm gonna just peek in there.
Okay, roll investigation. As you're kind of scraping in there, you see kind of some scrap paper, looks like a few shavings of something. One in particular stands out to you as you look at it at the first part. You look at the front, and just again, assuming everyone is eventually going to see this, you see what looks to be a to-do list. Interesting symbols, a little note, meet with E at 9 bells, some lettering, and when you turn it to its back, again, kind of crumpled up, you see this little paper that has a few different notes and jots on it relating to the calendar. Some things like, getting some stuff for duties, checking some possessions of some new areas, maybe, mailing something to an individual. Just, it has some notes on it. Interesting stuff. Sorry that it's sideways.
Is this a fireplace in the office?
Yep.
May I investigate the ashes to see if maybe he tried to burn something that didn't fully burn?
Sure. It just looks like it's normal ashes, nothing to write home about. Looks like he's
Okay.
used some nice cedar logs.
I'm gonna just grab a handful of ashes and then just kind of spread them out.
Okay.
In the room. Yeah.
You do, and you can tell that you have stained the carpet quite well.
Nice.
Okay.
What day?
Alright.
What month is it?
Currently it is.
I imagine it's dawn.
Hold on, let me pull up the thing. Yes. So while you all are investigating that, Endra, what are you doing up there now?
Endra's very excited to have found a hidden room. She's like, we're on to something now. She's gonna take a step in there. And investigate.
Okay.
These shelves, this table scattered with stuff.
Roll investigation. You both rolled max. So you find in there 3 greater potions of healing.
I take.
You also find a components pouch, something that looks like perhaps an alchemist would use. Very obviously, this is an area where someone has been brewing something, and in the corner of the room, you see a small little tiny lockbox, kind of just sitting there. It looks suspicious.
Okay. I attempt to open it.
Okay. As you're looking at it, it looks like it's not a traditional key. It looks like it has a small ciphering on the front that would require you to enter in a few different numbers in the appropriate combination in order to open it.
Okay. Then I put it in my bag and hope that we'll find some information, or that maybe Aurora and Aang found some information that'll help us open it.
Are you doing this sneakily, or, well, I mean, never mind.
Yes.
You couldn't get it past Chrono anyways. His perception's too high. He looks at it and says, "Did you try any numbers?"
I don't want to take any chances. What if it's charmed and like explodes or something? I'm just wary of this kind of thing.
He looks at it and gives it a once over and says pretty assuredly, "There's no magic in this."
Okay, and just ask if he wants to give it a shot. I wouldn't even know where to begin with the numbers.
Sure. Let's see. Can I see that letter that you grabbed earlier from the other chest?
Oh, yeah, sure. It's like a angry, broken heart letter. It's not anything exciting. He hands it over.
He looks at it and looks back towards the cipher, and he realizes that the cipher has a total of 7 digits, and he notices that the day, month, and year would equal up to a 7, and he enters it, and it unlocks.
What? Okay, cool.
He
Endra
pulls-
peers over his
he
shoulder.
pulls
What's
the
in
key
there?
out.
Yes! Endra's very excited about the key because she knows that there's a beefy lock in this place that she couldn't open without a key.
Chrono hands it over to Endra and smashes the box with his foot.
Endra is so excited. She's also thrilled that Chrono seems to be like going along with everything despite still being very confused. Anyway, at this point she's gonna offer to like clue him in further and try to explain things from the beginning to the best of her ability.
Okay, while Endra's doing that explanation and Chrono's listening intently, they make their way back to the main library room. And they're doing all that. Aang and Aurora, you all have explored the bathrooms, some of the other
Are these
rooms.
doors?
What doors?
Is that doors?
Where the hell did you guys even go? Yeah,
We're in the
that
foyer.
literally takes you outside to the front.
Oh.
We've explored the whole ground floor, then I assume.
No.
No?
Oh.
You have like 3 other rooms that you haven't checked. If there's like a silver thing, that's a door.
Oh, I think I
Well-
see one. Well, okay, I'm gonna go through this one.
Okay, you open it, and it looks like this is a place where probably the servants poop.
Oh.
Where'd you go?
I'm gonna yell for Aang and see if he wants to investigate this while I look at other doors because I'm a lady and I don't investigate latrines. Oh, there's another one.
You're half horse.
What's that got to do with anything? Okay, fine, I'll investigate.
You notice it's a bathroom. Looks pretty clean.
Oh, okay. Disregard that then. There's really nothing.
There's another door
How's-
that you guys keep
how's-
passing.
Oh, sorry. How strong are the toilets, would you say?
They look like they could be horse hooved.
Okay, I'm gonna horse move it.
All right, how many?
2.
All right, you shatter 2 of the toilets.
Oh yeah.
There's just porcelain everywhere.
Okay.
Is there a door on this wall that I'm missing?
Yeah, there's one right here.
No, on this wall.
Yeah, right here.
Where's right here?
What?
Can you not see me clicking?
No. Is this a door?
This is a door.
Okay. Did not know
That
that.
does not
Go-
look like a door.
Let's take a
Okay.
fall. Go ahead and open this one.
Okay, it opens. You are
Ooh.
invited into what looks to be a very nice parlor. There's a billiards table. You see a little bar in the corner. At the end, you see a pig's head, kind of just looks like a prize thing, just chilling on the wall. You notice what seems to be a card game's little brick. Oh, what the fuck? You weren't supposed to see that.
Sorry.
I love it when things don't stay the way that they're supposed to be. So evidently Aurora can just jump through fireplaces.
I didn't see anything.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
And you notice fireplace. There's a little, again, looks like there's a lot of letter openers in this place for some reason. But it just looks like a place where people have been hanging out, doing some stuff. Would play some games. That kind of.
I'm gonna pour myself a drink,
Okay, you pour yourself a drink.
and then I'm gonna pour the rest of it on the floor. Unless you want some, Aurora.
No, I think this is where he practices his mixology skills of making drinks so he can impress women and all that jazz. So I'm just gonna obliterate this bar because I'm very upset.
Okay. You literally shatter the entirety of it. All the liquor
Okay.
is spilling.
She's doing that. I'm just kind of just drinking and watching.
Yeah. Okay, and then I guess we should investigate this room. Maybe if there is anything to investigate.
You tell me. What do you want to look at?
The pig's head?
Okay. Roll investigation.
See if there's anything hidden in there.
It looks like a pig's head that's mounted.
Okay.
Frankly, you don't know enough about pigs to know if there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna flip both these tables, see if there's anything underneath them, and also I'm gonna flip them just because.
Okay. Flip them. Roll strength. Twice. You're able to get them on their sides. They're pretty heavy. They look like it could have taken a few large men to lug them in there, but you're able to get them off. Some of the balls go flying from the billiards table, and cards and chips just go scattering across the place. Both of you roll perception. Aurora, you notice a single card kind of do a little waver and swip right into the fireplace area.
One of those cards from the table you just flipped went into the fireplace in a very peculiar manner.
Oh, where'd it go?
Into the fireplace.
Oh,
Does anyone want to investigate
Oh.
the fire?
We shall investigate. It's probably not going to go well. Oh,
Aurora, you
Sounds
can
good.
tell this seems like a fireplace that has never had a fire in it. It is obscenely clean.
Hmm.
Not even an ounce of soot is there. It looks extraordinarily clean and a little tall.
does it have a chimney?
Look up.
Like, does the
Are you gonna
does
look
it go?
in?
Yeah, I'm gonna look in, look up, see if it actually has a chimney.
You notice that it only looks like it goes up a few feet.
Oh, this fireplace is fake.
huh. You want to try to knock it over? Or, wait, I want to try to move something some of the things on top of the
Yeah.
fireplace.
What's on top of it?
Letter opener, candle.
Oh.
Can I
Little
try
bit.
to, like-
I'm gonna throw the letter opener at the pig head.
Okay. Give me a dexterity. All right. You take the letter opener and you throw it, and it slices right into the pig's mouth, chipping one of the teeth, and you hear a grinding as the doorway that seemingly was a trapdoor of sorts
What?
opens between the fireplace, and there you go.
Yeah, I totally meant to do that.
Yeah, good aim. I have definitely not been in this room before.
Perfect. Cool.
Okay, so you're in there. You notice a what seems to be a very powerful looking sword. It looks like it's emanating magic, and you also see a very ironclad chest. Oddly enough, no locks.
No locks is a bad sign on an ironclad chest.
Yeah, maybe we should
Yeah,
have the
I'm
dead
gonna-
guy open it since he's already
I'm gonna
dead.
check that. I'm also already dead.
Jesus.
You
don't notice anything in particular about it, Aang. It seems like
Well, I'm
it's
gonna-
just a large iron
Well,
chest.
I'm just gonna go ahead and open it then.
Okay.
You
I'm just gonna
open
step
it,
outside. Oh,
You
Oh, he
open it
opens
and
it.
notice that it has a few suits of armor. When I say suits, I mean like chainmail, a few trinkets. Looks like it might just be a stash of things. There's some daggers, a potion, a little normal healing potion in there, but nothing insane.
Nothing good? Oh,
I mean, there's
well,
a potion.
I'll take the potion.
Okay, you pocket a potion of healing.
I'll take the
Uh,
chainmail.
Okay.
Yeah, may as
and
well just. We're posing as thieves, right? So we probably should just take everything in the special chest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both of you take one chain mail from the chest, and Aang takes the potion, and the rest of it you guys bust up.
I would like to investigate the sword.
Yeah, also, I would like to investigate that sword.
Roll Arcana.
Okay.
You can tell that
Hmm.
you don't know enough to likely want to grab this weapon.
Okay. We'll just tell Endra and Chrono about it.
Okay.
Should we just-
Maybe-
should
maybe
we-
they know?
Maybe we should just bring it to them.
I don't know if we should touch it. I mean, you
Hmm.
can. You're your own
Do you have, like-
person.
do you have like cloth or anything?
Mm,
Yeah, I got a
have
plan.
Silk rope.
I'm gonna take the letter opener from the pig's head. I'm gonna cut all the felt off the table. I'm gonna wrap that sword in that felt.
That's a good idea. If not, I have silk rope, but that's probably not big enough.
I'll like secure it with the silk rope.
While you two are doing that, Endra has explained thoroughly to Chrono what she has experienced coming to this time forward. And he still seems confused, but at least he feels more confident in the fact that everyone else seems to be doing some weird shit. And he says he's on board with wrecking this house.
Nice.
Sick. We are going to. Endra recalls from having seen the blueprint earlier, even though it's now sadly gone, that there's like a whole other half to this second story. So she wants to go back down the hallway that we were in before.
Okay.
And are this and this and
That's a
this
door,
all
that's a
doors?
door, that's a
There are
door.
3?
Yep.
Okay. We check the big middle door for traps, and if there are none, then we enter.
Chrono doesn't seem to think there are any, and neither do you.
Great. We enter.
Okay, so as you push open the double doors, you see what seems to be perhaps a trophy room. So you see a few skulls of some dragons. You
What?
see an extraordinarily beautiful sets of armor that are next to the windows, all just polished up to the highest amount. They look beautiful. You see a chest brimming with gold. A very interesting looking crystal horn of what may be a dragon, and you also see what appears to be a battle axe, almost a pike arm, that is emanating some type of magical energy.
Okay. First things first, obviously, Endra wants to collect as much gold as she possibly can carry.
Okay. Go to grab it. Roll sleight of hand.
Hold up. The way you said that made me feel like maybe I shouldn't.
Oh, you've already made your action.
Okay. No!
All right. As you place your hand towards it, you feel some form of energy kind of pushing back, and you kind of notice that the room dimmens. The environment seems different and not so quiet. You don't notice anything as of yet, but you can definitely tell something is happening.
Okay, Endra wants to re-sneak. We've been making quite a ruckus,
You're
messing
still
things
stealth.
up. Okay, good. Oh my god. Endra is filled with regret. She has fallen for it. She should have known. Oh my god. Anyway. Okay. Ender wants to continue investigating this room, but also Olivia needs to go to bed.
Okay, well, we're almost tying up on this part here. So you just see, again, it looks like really ancient items. They look very nice, and again, there's an interesting power within this room. It doesn't seem welcoming, and you can tell now that perhaps touching these items is not the best idea.
Okay, Ender's considering maybe disturbing some of them with her pole. Her immovable rod.
Okay. You shatter the skull and one of the crystals. Nothing bad seems to happen at that moment, but you definitely made a mess of the room that was otherwise pristine.
Okay.
The other two rooms
How...
are just bedrooms. You fuck them up. You find nothing in them.
Great.
Really great day.
All right, how high up are these dragon skulls? And it looks like there's like stuff on them. Like, is it a head, like a stuffed, like a taxidermied dragon head, or is it just a skull?
These are taxidermied heads. They're about 10 feet up.
Okay. I climb up there and I want their teeth. I take their teeth. My
Yeah,
teeth now.
yeah, it's not real teeth. It's porcelain.
That's so upsetting. There's nothing real about the dragons.
You collect 26 porcelain teeth.
Okay, I don't want porcelain teeth. Never mind.
You throw them on the ground.
I fucked this room up. I don't want anything in here. Everything in here has bad vibes. We're done. We're going downstairs.
Okay. So you all go downstairs and make your way to where you can hear Aang and Aurora because they're so loud. Mainly Aang. And you tell them of what you've experienced, what you've seen, what's upstairs, and that you found a key. Let's see. As you guys are going back into that room, roll investigation again.
Which room?
Aren't you going back to try and take that sword?
Oh, yeah.
Aang, you notice at the base of
I
the
didn't.
table that...
I didn't roll investigation yet.
Oh, Aurora did.
That might have been me.
Or not Aurora. Whatever. Either way, Aang, you see that under the table there is a very clear little, kind of looks like a false compartment, and you can push it, or pull it, or break it. Up to you.
I'm gonna push, and then if that push doesn't work, I'm gonna try to pull.
Alright, you push it, you hear a click, and a little tiny door opens, and there's a small key in there.
What?
Found a key.
Okay.
Good job.
Don't know what it goes to, but I found a key.
Are you still grabbing at the sword?
Well, I'm gonna do the whole or I'm gonna ask Aurora and new guy if they know what this is.
That looks like a key that goes to a thing.
No, the sword. The sword. The sword.
Oh, I wouldn't touch any of these things.
Oh, why not?
They all have
seem
bad
to-
vibes, like the bad vibes room upstairs.
Yes.
Right. What if I don't touch it though?
I think this may be a mechanism of alerting that we're here. I would suggest.
How
that it's
positive are you?
50-50.
He's been here before. Ender's gonna point out he said he's been here before he got knocked out.
He's just gonna look at Andrew and be like, "Have I?"
That's what you said, bro.
Okay. I just think it's a bad idea. Do what you want to do.
Ender's gonna say to Aang that I really think we should trust this guy's gut instincts.
Fine. I'm gonna look at the sword like I'm coming back for you. Let's go check out the cellar.
Okay. so you all make your way over to that cellar. And
Did y'all come across any locks that could fit a small key? Since we just found a small key. Upstairs? Oh.
No, we came across like a combination lockbox, and inside was yet another key.
All right. Well, you try your key,
Interesting.
then you try my key.
Sounds like a plan.
Maybe both keys work.
Andrew tries a key, her key that her and Chrono found.
all right, it doesn't seem to work.
I'm gonna try my key.
You hear a noticeable click.
Oh, get some wine.
It's my key.
Okay, so you're all jumping down into the wine cellar to pillage.
Andrew is sneaking down into the wine cellar, but yeah.
Okay, you all get into there, and that's where we're gonna end that part. Are you guys able to see,
Yeah.
Just like the part that we're in.
like, through the wall?
No,
No.
like
Okay.
it's obstructed
Just making sure, because
normally.
I see.
I can't tell.
Oh.
What?
Oh yeah, just the part that we're in. Sorry, just the part that we're in.
Jesus. All right, so you all make it down there, and you can see it is full of alcohol. There is just
Ah.
wine galore, barrels and barrels of things. So you have a decision here of you can spend the 4 minutes doing something here if you'd like, or we can end tonight and continue it into next week. Depends on you all.
And tonight.
I'm
Yeah.
fine ending.
Okay. So you all begin perusing, just checking out things, and you're taking your time. You're checking it out. You're not even sure what time it is right now. You think maybe 12 bells might be. You've ransacked most of the place, and you've left a just cataclysm of destruction behind you. No one could tell that this was an angry orc or goblin or a horse or an
Very good.
angry, goat person or a dead person who thinks that they're alive. But something's happened here, and Endra is left with a sickening feeling in her stomach.
Okay.
With that, that is our episode. Thanks for watching. You can subscribe to us on twitch.tv at UW Student Veteran Life. You can also watch this on YouTube when we figure out what the heck we're going to do for our episode title. If you have any questions,
Yeah.
comments, concerns, want to yell about horsing around, let us know and we'll go with it. But other than that, we'll catch you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Thank you.